little bit of a complaint, and it is addressed toward Fester and Froggy. We'll get to that in just a little bit here on the MJ Morning Show. Yeah, I just checked my email. I responded to the listener complaint last night, and then I just got a response at 4:50 this morning. So I guess early to bed, early to rise makes this complaining listener healthy, wealthy, and wise.
I don't know about that. I don't know that I would use any of those three terms to describe somebody who has to complain about Froggy or me.
Who just smashed their microphone? Was that you? Someone just went. Who was that?
Was it me going like this?
I don't think you made that much of a.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody just went. And
I haven't touched my mic yet.
Okay, we'll all do it. There you go. There you go. So I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got a JC complaint, and both Fester and Froggy were named.
A JC complaint.
Yeah, I got a JC complaint.
Okay.
So if you can put that together before I actually get to it later on this morning.
I'm real nervous about it.
So anytime somebody sends me a text with a critique of the morning show, I tell them to contact our complaint department, and I give them your email address.
Do you really?
Yeah. You guys are morons. You said this, and you should have said this. Yeah, contact our complaint department, mj@mjmorningshow.com.
Hey, just getting rolling here on a Wednesday. I was like Uber last night.
I saw that. I was like, I can't believe that's so nice of you. I would have just had my family take an actual Uber.
Nah, because then, Uber's rates get jacked up beyond belief. You get the surge pricing. Then probably, I haven't had much luck with Uber. Listen, we've talked about it on the show. I've been on a kind of a roll where if we're going out to dinner, and the Michelle MJ policy, we typically only go out one night a week. Typically, it's a Friday night or a Saturday night. It tends to be more of a Saturday night because, Friday, I'm just coming off of doing two shows. I do the morning show, then, prep for my afternoon program. And listen, not that we don't go out on Friday nights because we do occasionally, but typically it's a Saturday night. And we kind of narrowed it down to just going out one night a week. And if we're going to be, drinking a bit, I will try to use an Uber and obviously not drive. And if I am driving, then obviously I curtail anything I'm going to drink because I don't play like that. Homie don't play that. So I'm not going to get pulled over for DUI. I'm not going to be one of these high profile arrests. Oh, a morning show guy, bus. That's not going to be me. So I'll call an Uber. And I've talked about this on the show that I've just had miserable stinking luck with Uber where I'll go to the Uber app. I'll request a vehicle from point A to point B. It's my house to somewhere. Listen, if we're meeting some friends at Burn Steakhouse and I know we're going to plow through, 17, 18 bottles of wine. No, I'm kidding. Not that much. But I'm not going to drive. I'm going to try to get an Uber. And I just had that situation where, I'll go ahead and enter, I'll select the Uber, request the ride, and then it'll say Uber in, 3 minutes. And then it goes to 17 minutes. I'm like, what the? It's just insane. And that's happened to be just a lot to the point where, Uber to me has become a hassle. I've had some really good drivers. I've had, once I've connected, or I've had drivers cancel. It'll be like 4 minutes, and then it jumps to 12 minutes for the Uber. I'm like, all right, I'll take the Uber. And then that ride, I'm waiting 5 minutes, and then that driver cancels. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I've had my issues. I've discussed them on the air. This is not out of the blue. So I'm not the biggest Uber fan. And with Michelle and Julian going to, I haven't even said this yet, they went to the Eagles last night. Remember the listener offered up the tickets on the show?
Of course.
The guy who wanted to go on a date with your wife and kid. Instant family, just had listener.
He's got his own wife and kid. Daughter's a big violin player. So I'll get into this more later on. They love the concert. They said the Eagles were fantastic. Julian goes back to school today. I've got to drive him to the airport after the show. I'm taking him to Tampa International for him to go back up. He's got a couple of months left of high school up in Connecticut at his boarding school, and then boom, off to college after the summer. So they went to the Eagles, but getting them to Uber in might not have been too bad as far as Uber from my house to the Amalie Arena in downtown. But getting out of there, it would be, you'd take like a $14, $15 Uber ride. And when the Eagles let out last night, that Uber ride, first of all, trying to get the Uber in and all the traffic and all the mess there, but that Uber ride would probably be a $47 ride.
Yeah, you know what you do is you walk from Amalie to the Publix. You know, the Publix close to Bayshore, and then you pick up an Uber there.
They demolished that last week.
Well, then I guess that plan isn't going to work. You go to where the Publix used to be.
Yeah, they're building a high rise there.
I bet.
You didn't know they didn't know they knocked that down?
No, I'm not up on Publix South Tampa news. I live in West Chase. I know what's going on at my West Chase Publix.
Building the largest skyscraper in Florida. It's going to be 97 stories high.
Wow.
And they're naming it the Roxanne.
Right.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I did know that.
Do you believe any of that?
No.
They did not. They didn't knock the Publix down.
They demolished the Publix in West Chase too.
What?
For a new community. Called the Roxanne.
Right under my nose.
New subdivision.
No, what I did was I drove them. And I just dropped them off. I rolled all the way down Kennedy. I made a right turn on Morgan, and I dropped them off at Morgan and Whiting. It was perfect. Just dropped them off at the corner. They had a couple of block walk to Amalie. And guess what? When the concert was over, I mean, I looked at the set list. You know, you can go to that website, the set list, whatever it is.
Yeah, it was on myq105.com, too.
Oh, the set list? Mm-hmm. So I didn't know that. Thank you for informing me. Maybe I should have checked out myq105.com.
Maybe we could have used a click.
So I checked out the set list, and I knew that the Eagles had 4 encores, so I had Julian text me, hey, let me know when they're doing Desperado. And then they had, a couple of songs after Desperado, and I got in the car, drove down Kennedy, went right to Morgan and Whiting again, and boom, the timing was perfect. And in fact, I did an Instagram Live because I was following them on the Life 360 app. I did an Instagram Live, and I had them just walking right around the corner. I parked right on Whiting Street, and they had kind of the traffic going in one direction was blocked off. So I was able just to pull off to the side of the road on the other side and wait for them. And boom, there they came. I was doing, look, Fester's on the Instagram Live right now. Look at this. The Eagles are letting out now. Michelle and Julian went to the Eagles. And I'm picking them up.
This is great. We can hear you in the moment.
I'm watching them on Life 360.
Exciting.
So
very riveting.
And then they round the corner.
It's good stuff.
Rounding this corner. Well, you being a wise ass over there?
No, watching a video of somebody waiting to pick up somebody is awesome.
Listening to it. I mean,
we're
watching it.
After we just heard what happened.
The listeners are listening to it after he.
There they come. Look at that. There they are. So I went to pick them up. So I was MJ Uber last night. I dropped them off. I picked them up. And in the process, I probably saved $50 and probably a whole lot of grief where the 4-minute estimate that the Uber's going to arrive turned into 28 minutes or whatever.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, my God. I have the same yellow shirt as that guy.
I'm sure you do. That's Alan, the guy that gave me the tickets.
I have the same yellow shirt.
All right, 6:09, just getting rolling. It's going to be a busy Wednesday morning. You don't want to move. And we're back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Pat's got traffic. Hey, Pat, what's up? Oh, hold on a second. It's got to shut off.
Hold on.
Yeah, hang on, man. Let me shut that off. Hey, Pat, what's going on, buddy?
Accident already on 275 in Pinellas County, southbound at the 175.
Show ticket window opens back up. When I say ticket window, I guess there's a little double entendre there because, when you think of buying tickets, the box office, you go to the window, blah, blah, blah. But when I say ticket window, it's the window of time.
Yeah.
So it's 9 o'clock to 9:15. So that's the window of time where at any point from 9, which probably won't happen exactly at 9, but sometime between 9, hey, truth in advertising, baby. So sometime between 9 and 9:15 this morning, I'll tell you to call in. I'll give you the number caller that you have to be at 800-990-1047. And if you're that number caller, then you get to pick your ticket. And it's Duran Duran and Amelie on June 17th. It is Madonna September 7th at Amelie, or Kenny Loggins September 16th at the Sound in Clearwater. So those are your three possibilities. You get to pick your ticket. It'll happen this morning. Keep listening. Between 9 and 9:15, that's the window. I'll tell you when to call in. Easy as that. Hey, Fester, are you all pissed off about the story about the two women winning $1 million each in the scratch-off games in the Florida lottery?
I'm glad you brought this up. 2023, I am having an attitude of gratitude, and I'm happy. I'm happy for these people.
Can you hang on for one sec? Let me just backtrack for a second. For those that are not familiar or aware, I probably need to bring some of our MJ Morning Show listeners up to speed. You might have just missed this aspect of the program. But Fester just gets viscerally and visually angry. It just seems that when a story comes out about someone bought a $30 scratcher and they won $5 million, Fester does the scratcher deal, and Fester's trying to strike it big. And it just seems that Fester gets angry when somebody else other than himself wins like $1 million scratcher prize.
And especially when it happens right under your nose at the Publix right by your house.
Well, that was Powerball.
Yeah, that was the Powerball.
Yeah, that was Powerball.
That wasn't a scratcher.
Well, is that what started the angry lottery ball rolling?
No. The anger was when this became the keystone of my entire financial plan. like in 2000, I met with the Hollands, and they go, "So what's your plan for retirement?" I was like, "Oh, I'm going to hit the scratcher." And they're like, "Get out!"
Yes. No, but for those who don't know, some dude up in Lutz, was he from Land O'Lakes or Lutz or something?
Somewhere.
Might have been Land O'Lakes. Yeah, this guy, like a 26-year-old guy, won Powerball, and this was what? 2 years ago, year and a half ago, year and three quarters ago.
I'll look up the date. It was a little while ago, but
it wasn't that. I think
not too long ago.
We were back on the air, right? We were already back. We returned. The MJ Morning Show came out of hibernation on what? October 6th
or 5th?
5th.
October 5th.
October 5th of 2020, right in the middle of the pandemic. We came back live here on Q105. And I don't think it was shortly, I don't think it was long after that. I think it was shortly after that the dude won the Powerball, and he bought the ticket at the Publix in Lutz, the one, sort of behind Avila. What is that? Where Florida and Nebraska.
It's called the Apex Publix, and that's my Publix.
The Apex Publix, and that's where Fester shops.
Yeah, March of 2021, a $238 million Powerball.
Son of a...
That's a lot of dough.
Guy won $238 million in Powerball, and it was the Apex Publix in Lutz. And what set Fester off is that's where Fester always bought his Powerball and Mega Millions tickets and his scratchers, and it just totally curmungulated Fester's entire existence.
You never see him win twice at the same spot.
Kind of like the asteroid that hit the Yucatan Peninsula area and made the dinosaurs extinct. That's what Fester felt like an asteroid had hit his Publix because dude wins $238 million. When is the last time? When's the last time you heard of another lottery strike like that? If a place, like for instance, that service station out in California, what was it? Like Joe's service station in Altadena or wherever the hell it was.
Sold that $2 billion ticket?
They sold the $2 billion Powerball ticket. And what are the odds that the Publix in Lutz or the Joe's service station out in California, what are the odds that they're going to sell another monster lottery ticket?
No, he didn't just ruin the Publix. He ruined the whole city.
The zip code.
What are the
Did he ruin the zip code or even beyond the zip code?
I mean,
what is the zip code up there?
33613? I'm 33613.
Right.
So but that's like the Florida Bears, Nebraska area.
You said Bears, and you swore to me that the family called you one day.
I did,
and they said that it's not Bears, it's Beers.
It's Bierce as in fierce or Pierce.
Right.
But
No one says it like that.
How about Schmears?
They aren't quite the land barons they once were. Screw the family. All right. So, anyway.
That's a true story. So for the road off of 275, you got Fowler, you got Fletcher, and then most people say Bears, but Fester was doing traffic reports at one point.
I was the worst traffic reporter ever.
You got to find tapes of that.
I was the worst.
The family, this is when we were over at the Clear Channel, J-Core, then Clear Channel, then they became iHeart. So Fester's doing traffic, and somebody claiming to be from the family calls the newsroom and said, "Hey, where's the traffic guy? Is he right?" And they said, "It's not Bears, it's Bierce," right?
I think I was like saying bare ass. Hey, you got some congestion off 275 at bare ass. And then after I did it every day, there didn't even have to be an accident at Bears or Bierce. I would always just want to say bare ass in my traffic reports.
Yeah, that's funny.
And
that never gets old. You want to hear someone say bare ass just repetitively every day. 365 days a year.
Do you want to know what the temperature was every time I did weather?
69.
Anyway, so the
Roxanne, no, it's like 84 outside.
What is wrong with you?
Jesus, Roxanne.
Stop. That's part. Don't say that. That's part of the JC complaint, man. I talked about the listener complaint.
Okay.
They're going to complain again.
Let me complain.
All right. So the family, do you ever ascertain who in the Bierce family called?
I don't. I don't.
And said it's not Bears Avenue, it's Bierce Avenue?
I think they should change the spelling to Bierce, if that's how it's pronounced. How hard is that?
Anyway, let's get back to the damn lottery thing.
I don't know.
2 women won $1 million scratchers. So women from, I guess, different parts of the state. On Tuesday, Deborah Anson, 67, of a finger popka. A popka. Don't even get me started on my kids and finger pop. Do you know what that is?
What is that? Finger pop.
I got to write this down.
I know what a Funko Pop is.
Let me write this down. Finger pop. I'll get to that later on. So this just makes Fester upset. So you got a 67-year-old lady from a popka.
Especially when an old lady wins.
She grabbed $1 million with a scratcher. Then Cheryl Sprouse, 56 years old, of Bellevue. Where the hell's that? She grabbed a $1 million prize as well from the $30 300X, the cash scratch-off lottery game. Yep. So there you go. Fester, viscerally and visually angry when anyone wins $1 million scratcher.
That's old, Fester.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Fester.
That's right. Fester said that he's changed. Well, when did this change? When did Fester stop getting jealous and angry when it wasn't he who won the lottery?
Like last Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Have you seen the new lottery game that they have?
No,
I'm
sorry.
It's on a $50 ticket.
There's a $50 scratcher?
Yeah, they now have a couple of different games. Last year they introduced $50 scratchers.
Really?
There's a $50 ticket, $1 million a year for life.
Are you serious?
Yep, that's the biggest ticket that the Florida Lottery has right now.
Wow. And that's a 50. And have any of the big grand ones been won yet?
I haven't seen any reports of
Yeah, that means they're out there, right?
Yeah.
Wow. $50 game offers over $1.6 billion in cash prizes. And the top prize is win $1 million a year for life.
Ooh.
All right, so there are 2 of those, and neither have been claimed. Oh, man. I hope we don't start a run where people that really can't afford it are going to go buy these $50 scratchers. Well, that's the thing with the lottery. The lottery...
It's a tax.
Well, it's disproportionate because a lot of people that really can't afford to blow money on the lottery. So that's part of the problem. All right, so Fessy, you're happy now for these 2 women that won $1 million scratchers where before last Tuesday you would have been angry and cursing and mumbling and snickering and under your breath?
The attitude of gratitude. Congratulations, ladies. Enjoy your winnings.
And what caused this sea change in your life?
It's fake. I hate these tools.
6:30 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news next. Also later on, I got to explain the big JC complaint. I got to explain what finger pop is in my family. I don't know if this is anywhere else or if it's just my kids, but they've driven me crazy with finger pop for a couple of years now. And then what else? There was something else that we got to get into. Anyway, early morons in the news. We'll do it next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Oh man, my traffic bed ran out. Hold on, let me bring up some different traffic music. All right, let me bring up some. It just sounds sounds naked and bare.
I could do it by mouth if you want.
No. Here we go. I'll whip out the News Radio 880 WCBS traffic sounder from 1979.
A mess on 275 in Pinellas.
folks, this is it. It has arrived. It is time. The early morons of the news are on the MJ Morning Show here at 6:37 here on a Wednesday morning. You know what I noticed? I don't understand this because we did this, I want to say, early to mid last week. Roxanne, why are you smiling like you just, like a cat with a, eating a mouse or what? You got this.
No, it's the cat that swallowed the canary.
No, what? Oh, there we go. All right, whatever. Thank you. All right, you walk in here and you got this. You got this. Crap eating grin.
Because you're not. If I told you what I was just doing in the bathroom, you would get a kick out of it too.
So you walk back into the studio. You've got this crap eating grin on.
Yeah, Meredith was shaving my legs.
What the hell?
Because I have, when you, I don't know if you guys deal with this. Okay.
Shaving legs?
Hold on. You've got leg hair with the diameter of like a 20-pound test monofilament fishing line?
No. But the way, so I'm wearing a skirt today and the back, like behind your knee and a little bit above your knee.
Hold on. Stop. Let me get a visual.
Yes.
Say that again, please.
The back of your leg.
The back of your leg.
Like your knee, where your knee bends.
Right.
And then up above there.
So the back of your bottom thigh.
Back of your bottom thigh.
Thank you. There we are.
So what happens on my body is
you get unsightly hair. It looks like you got a leg toupee.
Yeah. Like there's a critter just on the back of her leg.
It actually grows.
It gets very bushy.
Well, it grows in every direction.
You got a bush on the back of your leg.
A leg bush.
So,
all right, explain what's going on with your leg hair.
The way that my hair grows, if you take a razor, you have to go down north to south. Then you have to take the razor east to west. Now, then you have to do diagonals. Then you have to go back.
What the hell is going on your legs?
It grows in every
what do you
direction.
Do you have a genetic disorder?
Yes.
What do you have, like a calic on your leg?
I was just going to ask, you have a cowlick?
That's what it is.
I love the word calic. We had a Doberman picture. I was a little kid.
I thought it was cowlick, like a cow licked you.
No, it's isn't it K?
I think it's cowlick.
It's not cowlick.
I thought it was cowlick.
Like a cow licks your head.
It's not. It's a calic.
Oh.
Is it C or K-A-L-I-C-K? A calic. Calic hair. Yeah, K-A. Go to Fester. Go to like the M-W.
Okay.
Talking dictionary or something. Calic. Fessa, you are the worst, slowest.
You do it, man.
First
Stop
with the J word.
Stop making me say it. You do the damn computer, man. Stop. I'm typing, man. Come on.
All right, go ahead.
Gee,
Don't
Manetti.
use the
Gee,
letter.
Manetti is not the big JC word for the holy roller I pissed off, apparently.
Well, okay, so basically, if you shave your legs, you should just be able to shave your legs.
Right.
But, top to or bottom to top, pull up and whoop, wipe the hair away, right? But because of the way my hair grows, if I don't go a diagonal and a horizontal, I'm going to miss some. So Meredith was kind enough to shave the back of my legs.
It sounds like that nylon bag weave. You know those nylon bags that like grass seed comes in or something? That's what it sounds like. It's like this interwoven. It's like a strong nylon woven product that's growing on the back of your leg. Yeah. A lock.
It is spelled like cowlick.
It is.
See?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Well.
All right, now go ahead and hit the talking dictionary. Hit it again.
Cowlick.
A cow.
Cowlick. Cowlick. Cowlick.
A lock or tuft of hair growing in a different direction from the rest of the hair.
Cowlick.
And Froggy, you are right about something from an educational or a learning standpoint.
Look at the big vocab on Froggy.
Yeah.
I've been right a lot lately.
Cowlick. I've gone through life and I've known what it was because we had a Doberman Pinscher when I was a kid, probably 7, 8, 9 years old. We had a great Dobie. We had two Dobies, Tina and Vicky. They were out of the same litter. They were sisters out of the same litter. They were Doberman Pinschers. They were phenomenal dogs. They were the best. Vicky and Tina. And Vicky had a cowlick. Which I never knew that it was spelled cowlick. Cowlick. I thought it was calic, like Kalick or something.
Oh, we taught you something.
How the hell did I just learn that at 50?
It's not,
How old am I?
you don't say it.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice that you do this show so you can learn new things every day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So anyway, Roxanne has a cow licking the back of her leg.
And it was just shaved by another female in the ladies' room down the hall.
That's what friends do. I forgot none of us are friends in here.
That's right.
Tell you what, but I'm thinking about you in the bathroom with another woman. And
Well, don't be perverted about it. That's what?
hang on, I hit the wrong button.
Are we in a rave? Are we taking some Molly?
Hang on, I hit the wrong. I was supposed to play
A
this.
laser light show?
Hang on. There we go. There we go. All right, so Roxanne is having her leg shaved by another
Hey,
woman
man.
in the Beasley bathroom down the hall. All right.
So is there like hair all over the floor in there now?
No, it's not. That's the thing is I went into the bathroom into that, it's a little bit more mood lighting in here, but in the harsh fluorescent lighting in the bathroom, you can see you may have missed us
Wow. So there's
Strip.
mood lighting
in here.
in here, like the mothership has landed.
Gosh,
What?
I feel like I'm getting taken away.
By the way, that's from a Rick Wakeman CD.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Let's do some early morons in the news. I don't know what I was about to say before Roxanne derailed us with her leg hair issue.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who deals with that.
I've never heard of that in my life. Just like, I guess, how to spell cowlick. So I don't know why this story, and I noticed this last night in a whole number of places, about the Amazon delivery driver that delivered a package in the middle of an armed standoff with SWAT up in Cary, North Carolina. Cary is in the Raleigh-Durham area, like the Research Triangle area. And we did the story early to mid last week? Why is this thing suddenly in a bunch of news source places like it just happened?
There's a news trickle. There's the breaking news, and we're on breaking news.
It's not a news trickle. This thing was all over the place last week, and then suddenly it had a resurgence, and I'm like,
Right,
well,
but you see things all the time.
I thought when I saw this again, and it's on one of the local channel websites. It's on a Channel 8's website right now. It's like, wait a minute, this story happened last week, and I thought, no, come on, this couldn't happen again. Another Amazon delivery driver tries to drop off an Amazon Prime package in the middle of an armed standoff at a barricade situation?
A lot of times when you find news sources that are far removed from the original place, sometimes they're really late on stuff.
Now, this was all over the place. So, again, Amazon driver pulls up in that gray Amazon van, and he's trying to get to a house to deliver a package, but there was an armed standoff. You had SWAT guys, cop cars all over the place, all the the tactical vests on, and the Amazon driver just walking, weaving in and out all the police cars, and he's just trying to walk up to the house with an Amazon delivery package, and they stop him. He's like, whoa, what's going on? Dude, we're having it all. The guy was barricaded in the house for 24 hours. Armed standoff with the police, and here's the Amazon guy trying to deliver a package, and then ends up giving the package to one of the police officers, and then took a picture to show that they'll take a picture at your front door and to prove that they delivered the package. So the Amazon guy snaps a picture of the cop holding the package up, delivered.
So why hasn't Jeff Bezos reached out to this guy and promoted him to head of all Amazon delivery drivers?
Man, well, that package got to be delivered even during an armed standoff. No, but I was just wondering why this story is coming back around. And it wasn't just on the Channel 8 website last night. like in their breaking news area. I saw it in a couple of places. I'm like, this happened last
I did
week.
too. Yeah.
Didn't you
that's
see
weird.
the same thing, right?
Same thing.
All right, folks, don't try this. This is just a dude gets pulled over in Minnesota during a traffic stop, and the driver hands the police officer a get-out-of-free-jail card from a Monopoly set.
Oh, so he's been carrying it. He's been carrying it for years, waiting to use that thing.
God.
That's funny.
Yeah, Monopoly humor. It's real next level stuff.
By the way, the get-out-of-free-jail card, is that in the chance pile, the orange card, or is that the community chest?
Ooh, good question. Is it? I think it's a chance.
It is chance. You're 100% right. Yeah, so this dude gets pulled over for speeding in Chisago County, Minnesota. Is that how you say it? Yeah, sheriff's office says a driver was pulled over on Friday night. He was asked for his driver's license, and the driver handed over one of those get-out-of-jail-free cards from the game Monopoly, the actual card. They say, unfortunately, we don't recognize these. Yeah, the sheriff's office post has obviously gone viral. We're talking about it here in Tampa Bay. They didn't elaborate on why the driver was stopped other than speeding, so we don't know if what speed he was doing and in what zone. But they said that the get-out-of-jail-free card only works in Monopoly.
It's not like the guy was even going to jail.
No, he was probably going to get a warning or he was going to get a speeding ticket. And what do you think, that he would just humor?
Hey, this guy's funny. I'll let you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I needed a good laugh.
Just lightens the mood with the officers.
Yeah, you never know. I do have a Chicago get-out-of-jail-free card. Do you know where I got that?
Chicago?
Yes, that would be correct. I have.
I guess. I don't know.
No, this is a great story.
Okay.
I was given a get-out-of-jail-free card in Chicago by a Chicago Police Department officer. So a Chicago officer handed me a business card-sized card, and it says, Chicago Police get-out-of-jail-free card. I've got it. I still have it at home. Do you know where I got that? Tell you what, very interesting story on how, and it's really the where I got it and who gave it to me. Where did I get a city of Chicago get-out-of-jail-free card?
You've never had to use it, obviously.
No, I've never.
Al Capone. Is that who?
Yeah, I time machined back to 1930. All right, I'll tell you next. It's think about it. Chicago. Why was I in Chicago? Who gave me? And it's really cool who gave me the card as well.
I think I do.
Really? All right, hold on. We're going to do a guessing game next. Are you going to go shave more of your hair when you go to break
No,
here?
Meredith got it all.
All right,
It's only one leg. Every other leg.
6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. We're back in minutes. I'll explain where I got the card. And we got some dangling, I think, more on loose ends here on this busy Wednesday. And don't forget, we're giving away tickets between 9 and 9:15. Your chance to pick Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins. Concert tickets all on the way here on the MJ Morning Show. Exactly. Bing. On the button here on the MJ Morning Show, Wednesday morning again. Don't forget, my ticket window opens up at 9 o'clock and it goes to 9:15. Sometime this morning between 9 and 9:15, I'll tell you when to call in. I'll tell you what number caller to be. And if you're that number caller, you get to pick your ticket. 3 great concerts coming up: Duran Duran, Madonna, and Kenny Loggins. So just pick your ticket. It's coming up in just a bit. All right, Roxanne's like, ooh, pick me. So if you're just tuning in, if your alarm clock just went off at 7 o'clock, just before the break, I was talking about this story up in Minnesota. A guy gets pulled over for speeding, and then the officer comes up to the car, and the guy hands the cop a get-out-of-jail-free card from the game Monopoly. And I'm guessing this guy said, you know what, I'm gonna wow the officer with humor. He's gonna start laughing. He's gonna let me go. And well,
I mean, the cop should have just laughed it off. Instead, he got a little bent out of shape.
And I revealed that I actually got a get-out-of-jail-free card. I have it. Michelle's got like this whole box of business cards that I've collected over the years. Like, do you know how many people I've run into that have handed me a business card? It is ridiculous. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of business cards, and it's in I think it was in that box. I think we took it out, and I think it's in one of those, one of those little plastic. You put it like a page in. I think it's in my collection of like radio memorabilia.
Right, hold on,
and
you save all these business cards?
Yeah, for whatever reason.
Have you ever had a business card, MJ?
No.
Really? Never.
I don't think I've ever had a business card. You know what? I think they printed up when we were over at...
Yeah, they gave us some crappy ones.
Yeah. At 93, when we were over there for years, they gave me a box of business cards, and I don't think I ever opened the thing up.
No.
I have never handed anyone seriously.
I need a business. Like, me and Fester need business cards.
I have never handed anyone a business card in my life.
You don't give out business cards?
Nope.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
give out pens.
That's good. Oh, you have pens with their number on it?
You guess what? You ought to give out Little Debbie snack cakes.
Dude, I'd eat them all.
That's what you ought to do.
You know what I saw the other day?
What?
I'm so glad you brought that up. I saw a picture of the real Little Debbie. She's 67 years old.
Is
How's
she
she look?
still little?
Well, I mean, she's a
Old lady?
She's an old lady now, but she's not like a big
She's
fat
not an
lady.
old lady.
Well,
67 is not old.
Does she have like a ribbon in her hair still?
Oh, that would be creepy.
It was like the picture was taken when she was like 4. And I'm like, oh my God, she looks the
let
same.
me tell the story.
Yeah, thanks for
You
breaking
should
it with Little Debbie news.
You should take all those business cards you have, MJ,
Yep.
and like wallpaper a wall with them.
Oh yeah,
Or,
that's
you know,
that's
some kind
great.
of craft.
And maybe I can then put my Franklin. I can put my Franklin Mint collectible Wizard of Oz plates on the other wall.
You like
Ugh.
collectible
Yeah.
stuff.
Little
then-
Debbie looks like Mark Hamill.
And then I can have like a little curio cabinet with all of my Beanie Babies inside, right? All right, so I was handed a City of Chicago Police Department get out of free jail card, and I have it. To this day, I still have it.
So let's go to Chicago and commit some
Yeah,
crime.
let's shoot somebody.
I
No.
think.
Not that.
What is
They
wrong
have
with
really
you?
Why would you say that?
What is
Chicago.
What
Well, they
is
have
wrong-
strict gun laws there.
No, the Chicago, like
Oh, yeah.
48
Yeah.
people got shot last weekend.
yeah,
They'll
but
never.
the gun laws are very strict.
The strict gun laws in Chicago really work
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking maybe just like steal a food truck.
No, if you're going to Chicago,
Guys,
you want to live a
it's-
Chicago
it's
life, you want to
un-
shoot somebody.
Dude, it's a novelty. The get out of free Chicago police get out of jail free card. It's a novelty. It doesn't really get you out of jail.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the question is, and this is what the interesting little cliffhanger was: who gave me this Chicago get out of jail free card from the Chicago Police Department? Who gave me this card? Where and why? And Roxanne's like, oh, I know. I think I know. I want to guess. All right, Roxanne.
yeah, that's exactly. Ooh. That's exactly what I said. No, I said I think I know.
Yeah,
So
you
if
were like
want me to
Coco the
recuse
gorilla
myself,
over there. You're like,
I'll take myself out of the mix because
Hairy
I think I
legs
do
and
know.
all.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I-
I know. It's quite accurate.
go ahead. Let's go.
The initials are JS.
No.
Mhm.
I know.
You know what? You're very
I know.
close.
The initials are JJ.
No.
What?
No.
It's not Jerry Springer?
No,
It's not Jenny Jones?
You guys are dancing all around it.
Oprah.
Jenny Jones was in Chicago.
Yeah,
Yes,
we went to Chicago.
Dude, you guys are dancing all around. All right.
MP, Maury Povich.
No, hang on.
Can we just say names and not go with initials?
Why
any
are we doing
longer?
initials?
OW?
All right, so Roxanne, you said JS.
Yes.
So I was in Chicago. Someone handed me a Chicago Police Department get out of jail free card back in the late 1990s. And you guessed JS, which is?
Jerry Springer.
You are so close.
What, his security guy, Steve?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because he has his own show.
Yeah. Now I guess now he does.
He's had his own show for 20
Yeah,
years.
he started off as the head bouncer for Jerry.
It's been a long time. So here's the deal.
Fetcher King.
We went up to be on the Jenny Jones show because back during MJ and BJ, we were voted on, and I guess on Jenny Jones, they ran little promos. Hey, what's your favorite morning show? We're putting together a show with the best radio morning shows in America, which was just really a clever promo scam to get all of these morning shows around the country to talk about the Jenny Jones show.
Yeah.
And someone nominated us, or a bunch of people nominated. Anyway, we were chosen. We were among like 4 or 5 morning shows
You remember any of the other ones?
that were flown. I don't remember any of the other shows.
Rick
But
and Bubba were there from Birmingham.
were they?
Bubba,
Yeah, Rick and Bubba
listen,
were there.
yeah,
They're a big morning show.
Yeah, they're talented guys.
Rick and
so,
Bubba.
so we were flown into Chicago, all expenses paid, and we were on the Jenny Jones show. And I think the video still exists on YouTube. I think it's still out there.
Yeah, it's there.
So while we were up in Chicago, and they taped at WMAQ, which I think those are the call letters for Channel 5, NBC Chicago. And that's where the studios were for Jenny Jones. And Jerry Jones, is he the owner of the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
All right, so that's where they taped Jenny Jones. And the studio right next door in Chicago at NBC was the Jerry Springer studio. And Jerry knew us from Tampa because Jerry had a home in Sarasota, still does. And Jerry used to pop into the old MJ and BJ show and MJ show after BJ left, quite frequently. Jerry Springer would pop into town, or we'd have him on the phone. So we're in the Jenny Jones studio. We were done taping. We were just kind of lingering and hanging out. And down the hall, here comes Jerry Springer. And he's like, MJ, BJ, what's going on? What brings you around? And we're like, hey, yeah, we're taping Jenny Jones. We were, among the best radio morning shows in America. And Jerry says, come on in my studio. So we hang out with Jerry. They weren't taping yet. He was just there. I don't even know if it was a taping day, but Jerry was in the studio. I don't know if they were taping promos, but there was no audience there. And Jerry says, come on in. So we actually sit on Jerry's set, and we're talking to like for half an hour. And the security dude, Steve Wilkos, right?
Yeah.
And now he's in there as well. And he is a former Chicago cop. And he said, hey, I got something for you. And he opens up his wallet and he hands me this Chicago Police Department get out of jail free card. And there were some other guys with him because they employed like off-duty Chicago police officers as like security for the Jerry Springer audience because of how rambunctious things could get. So that's where I got my get out of jail free card for the city of Chicago from Steve Wilkos, Jerry Springer's former security guy who now has his own show, which I have not seen. But I guess it's in syndication.
The people who can't make it on Jerry get on Steve's show.
Jerry's not around anymore.
I don't think Jerry's still taping, is he? Are they still taping, or do they?
He's like a Judge Jerry. He does something.
Oh, that's right. There is some kind of a judge show
Jerry,
that he
that's
does.
right.
You know what? I have not seen that either.
I'm a Judge Steve Harvey guy, so sorry, Jerry.
Oh, when he clinks the thing with his teeth instead of a
He hits the
gavel.
gavel with his teeth. Clink, clink.
I have a story from California. Have you heard about the people that like induce accidents in order to get rear-ended intentionally to then try to sue or settle? You've heard about those,
That's
right?
a racket.
This is an old scam. This is an old deal. This is nothing new. But I mean, I don't know what kind of boneheads these imbeciles are, but I'm sure we've had those rackets here in the Tampa Bay area. They've been prevalent. I don't know if they're as popular as they used to be, but it was a coordinated effort where you had multiple cars on the road, and you would have somebody in a car in front of you. You're just an innocent driver. You're just driving along, and suddenly, let's say they would have another car pull in front. They would hit their brakes, and they're all working in cahoots, right? So they'd slam on their brakes, causing you to rear end them, and then they'd get, oh, my neck, and they're trying to pull some insurance racket or scam or shake you down for money. Listen, these things have been around for quite some time. Listen to this, and listen to these boneheads. This is a couple out in California who caused dozens of car crashes and then posted their scams on YouTube.
Wow.
They do that.
What followers?
They just want followers and clicks and likes.
What kind of a moron do you have to be if you're pulling some kind of an insurance scam racket, you're inducing accidents, you're causing wrecks, and then you take your videos and you put them on YouTube?
Does it give the name of their YouTube page? I want to follow them now.
My God, Christopher Phelps. What if he's related to Leon Phelps, the ladies' man? I got my bottle of Cavassier over here. I'm Leon Phelps, the ladies' man.
That's good.
So Christopher Phelps and his wife, Kimberly, arrested last week after San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department officials discovered more than 160 YouTube dash cam videos that they say showed road rage incidents and traffic collisions caused on purpose by the couple.
Oh, this is great.
Investigators found at least 23 collisions allegedly documented by Phelps, which were linked to at least 17 insurance claims. Oh, my God. You got audio on this?
This is from KTLA.
All right, go ahead. Hit the audio.
Been arrested for allegedly running a scam, intentionally crashing cars for insurance payouts. And investigators say they posted all the dash cam videos to their YouTube channel.
Can this guy be any more affected in the way he's talking?
He's a pro's pro.
Now, this guy's KTLA Los
A
Angeles.
couple facing felony charges after investigators believe at least one of them caused car collisions intentionally in order to collect insurance payouts.
He knows what he's doing, and he knows how to not be at fault for him.
It was last April. Jeremy Perales
Wow.
says his insurance premium shot up after this accident in Yucaipa. But was it really an accident? Jeremy believes the man driving the vehicle in front of him caused it on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
And then he slowly braked and came to a dead stop while I was still driving. So I had to go left over the double yellow.
To be able to do this.
And then the guy, here's their YouTube video. Then they're posting their rackets. What kind of these people are idiots.
Christopher Phelps, who was in that other vehicle. In fact, he posted the rear dash cam video on social media calling out Jeremy specifically.
I was stopped, and then he hit me.
Jeremy says his insurance deemed it 90% his fault because he crossed into the other lane.
Wow. Anyway, these people are idiots. So that's how the cops got onto them. They posted videos of them causing accidents in order to collect insurance. That's insane. Are you ready for the teacher story? Listen to this. So I know that we probably have some teachers that are headed to school today. You might want to, take note, but this is a substitute teacher story.
Okay.
So I think teachers would be interested in this, but especially if you're a substitute teacher. This is insane. A substitute teacher up in Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut, has been charged because they were overpaid for subbing by $54,000.
Whoa.
And then the substitute teacher refused to return the money that they were overpaid. So the substitute teacher, Stamford, Connecticut, was overpaid a ton of money, wouldn't pay it back, and they were arrested. Shaylin Coley, 24 years old of Stamford, Connecticut, was arrested on a first-degree larceny charge for an incident reported to police back in January, actually, by the Stamford Public Schools Human Resources Department. Yeah, Stanford police officer Willie Guilford wrote in the arrest report that Coley was mistakenly paid, listen to this, $54,390 for 2 days of work
Wow, that's a good haul.
in October and November of last year. 2 days. The pay rate was $105 a day as a substitute, and mistakenly got sent the check for $54,390. And then once they said, hey, we made a mistake, we need you to return the money, they said no. The cop wrote in the arrest report that the money was directly deposited into Coley's bank account, at which point about $27,000 was deducted in taxes.
It was about $27,000 after taxes.
After taxes. Yeah, it just shows you how high the tax rate is. Coley later agreed to drop off a check covering the money wrongly deposited in the fund, but she never did. So she said, yeah, I'll drop off a check.
Probably spent it.
Who thinks they're going to get away with this? Who thinks that in what world are they not going to try to collect their $54,000 that they overpaid you?
I'll tell you what world. Finders keepers.
Okay. Yeah. See how that works for you.
That's
Roxanne.
the defense.
That's just idiotic.
Closing arguments, losers, weepers.
Teachers teach, and I think that this is a very worthy monetary lesson from the MJ. Listen, it's like when a bank accidentally credits a whole bunch of money into your account. It was supposed to go. You can't keep the money. People get arrested. People think, oh, man.
Free money.
Yeah, the bank just deposited, $87,000 or $200,000 in my account. Man, I'm just going to let it cool off. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to let it sit there, and then I'll slowly move the money to another place in a couple of months. They catch you. You're not going to get away. And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids, you meddling auditors. You're not going to get away with it. A substitute. What are you thinking? 24-year-old young woman, a sub, supposed to get, $210 for 2 days of subbing? She gets $54,000, and she doesn't think she has to give it back? My God, what a bonehead.
I do feel that subs should get paid more. $105 is not a lot for putting up with kids all day.
7:17 at the MJ Morning Show here on a Wednesday. Hey, next we start the 1 hour, 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Oh, did you see the video and hear the audio of the Domino's Pizza delivery person that went nuts?
No.
Oh, this is crazy. Domino's Pizza, and we got to figure out who's right. Is the customer right, or is the Domino's ballistic meltdown delivery driver right? Hold on. We'll lay it all out for you and a whole lot more next. Don't move. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Boom, just like that, we start 1 hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ morning show right now. Every morning, right around this time, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Nobody does this. No one goes nonstop, no commercials, no music for an hour and 20 minutes, nothing but nonstop MJ morning show content. And then remember, when you get to work or you get to where you're going, you don't have to stop listening if you're listening in your car. Put us on your phone. You have all these apps. You get the MyQ105 app. Get it from the App Store or the Google Play. You've got the iHeartRadio app. You've got the TuneIn app. You've got the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Just get all the apps. Then do a search for Q105 Tampa Bay, and then boom, you can listen to us on your phone. Continue listening. Desktop computer. At work, go to mjmorningshow.com. Upper right-hand corner, there's a red button that says Listen Live. Listen right on your desktop. Or, of course, you can ask your smart speaker to play us live as well. All right, we have a lot to do here. First, right off the bat, the Domino's story. So we need to determine in-house, right here among us, and then we'll go to phones as well, who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Now, do you subscribe, Fester, to the customer is always right? Do you subscribe to that?
Oh, no. No.
Customers usually don't know the business, so sometimes they're wrong.
No. Yeah,
Alec Baldwin is in the studio.
No.
Hey, is the customer always right?
No.
So if the person gets shot behind the camera, is it your fault?
No.
Oh, of course not.
No. Yeah, customers are not always right. I go more along the lines that people are idiots, and just inherently, just as a kind, as a genus, as whatever we are, as a being, most people are just dumb, and especially when they get agitated, customers are not always right.
Most people are dumb. Is that the Fester mantra? Most people are dumb.
Do you disagree?
I don't think most people are dumb. No, yes, you know what? I disagree with that.
What's dumb to you? Like, like dumb, like stupid, like not smart?
See, I go out of my way not to kind of make a scene in public about anything. I'm pretty level. I see people flip out about different things at different places, and customers are not always right.
I think people are dumb in a lot of different areas. You can't know. I mean, you just can't know everything about everything.
You can't know how dumb they are until they open their mouths.
Well, here is...
You would know.
I do.
Here is the Domino's dilemma, and we need to figure out who's right, who's wrong.
Okay.
This video has been viewed by a lot of people. The video has gone viral. Yeah, it's really getting launched now. It's been out for a day or so, but it's really starting to pick up traction now. It's a Domino's pizza delivery driver up in Rhode Island. Domino's pizza delivery driver delivering a pizza to a house, typical walk up to the front door. You try to deliver the pizza, but here's what happened. The delivery driver was allegedly kept waiting for 15 minutes while delivering the pizza. And apparently the delivery driver even had called the home to say, hey, I'm 2 minutes away. But then the homeowner or whoever ordered the pizza kept the Domino's delivery driver, a woman, waiting for 15 minutes. And the Domino's driver just loses her crap on the customer. The customer rolls video on the cell phone. That video then gets posted online, and this has caused a massive debate. Who's right? Who's wrong? Is the customer always right? So thousands of views already, and the angry driver is yelling at this unidentified dude who ordered the pizza. The delivery driver for Domino's has been identified as Madeline. And I'll tell you what, the first three letters of Madeline's name are very accurate.
Yeah.
She's mad. She's mad, Ellen. And all right, here's the audio. Got a couple of sound bites here of Madeline. This is part one of Madeline, the Domino's driver, up in Rhode Island. Here we go.
My money is time is money from me.
Okay.
Man, you knew a pizza was coming. I just spoke to you. Answer the door.
Or call me.
Lady. You
don't have to call the police.
Call the police.
You don't have to. I'm not calling the police.
Thanks. You want to let me lose my job? Do it. Call it.
You should have handled the situation better. Don't be coming out my house yelling at anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, these people who live in this house are trash people. they're awful people.
Now, the driver's not taking any crap here.
Absolutely.
So the fact pattern is that the driver claims that she called the person that ordered the pizza and said, I'll be there in 2 minutes, but then kept her waiting out front with the Domino's delivery for 15 minutes. And, man, she's lit up. She is really ticked off.
My money is time is money for me.
Okay.
Man, you knew a pizza was coming. I just spoke to you. Answer the door.
Or call me.
Lady. You
don't have to call the police.
Call the police.
You don't have to. I'm not calling the police.
Thanks. You want to let me lose my job? Do it. Call it.
You should have handled the situation better. Don't be coming out my house yelling at anybody.
Well, answer the door. Now, let's debate among ourselves who's right, who's wrong. Oh, here's the second part of the video.
She's mad because she's been outside for 15 minutes with my food instead of just calling me and telling me that she's outside.
I called you to ask for your soda.
Okay.
I said I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Knocking on your door, you don't answer. My phone is in my car.
Okay.
She sounds like somebody. I can't pinpoint.
She sounds like everybody from Rhode Island.
Sounds like Melissa McCarthy.
Something like that. I can't figure it out. But
If they made this Domino's driver's life into a movie, Melissa McCartney would get the lead.
I'm hoping that the driver, Melissa or Madeline, I'm hoping Madeline doesn't get fired here. So, Roxanne, what is your... Let's go to phones on this. Hey, maybe we've got delivery drivers. Maybe we've got Uber Eats or DoorDash. Maybe we've got Domino's drivers. Whomever. Papa John's, Jimmy John's, whatever. If you're a delivery person or if you want to weigh in on the story, so who's right, who's wrong? The Domino's person called and said, I'm 2 minutes out, gets to the door. They keep Madeline waiting for 15 minutes, and Madeline just loses her stuff at the front door. 800-990-1047 if you want to weigh in on this. Got a little pizza delivery dilemma here. Who's right, who's wrong? 800-990-1047 gets you in. Rox, I'll start with you.
Okay, neither of these parties wants to solve this problem. One of them wants to scream about it, and one of them wants to make a TikTok video about it. So what they need to do is, like Madeline said, time is money. And so the homeowners or the people who order the pizza need to reimburse Madeline for her time. Accidents happen, emergencies happen. If they have to be 15 minutes late, they just need to reimburse her for her time somehow. And
well, you give them a good tip.
Yeah, a really good tip.
But like you heard what Madeline said. Time is money. Time is money. And that's true.
You want her next delivery.
You want to turn those deliveries and obviously get a tip. So if she's got other deliveries in the car, then all those deliveries are backed up. Those customers are going to be pissed off. Maybe not tip as much. I don't know if they tip on the app or tip on the, electronically, or the people still I don't order food to the house. I have never. I've been in my house for 18 years this July. So our house, this July 4th weekend, will be in that house for 18 years. I've never had food delivered to my house. I barely want Fester to come to my house, let alone a delivery driver.
I barely want to come.
So, Roxanne, anything else to say? Or
no, I'm pretty certain that they should have paid her extra for her time.
All right. So you can find, you're splitting the baby here?
I guess I'm splitting the baby, but they just need to compensate her. That's it. So they're wrong until they do. Until they give her extra money for her time, they're in the wrong.
Fester, who says the customer's not always right.
Yeah, these people who live in this house who knew that the driver was there, made her wait 15 minutes. These are trashy people.
All right. Froggy, you want to weigh in?
Customer's always right.
So the customer can make the Domino's delivery driver wait for 15 minutes rudely?
Listen.
You want to talk about a segment of society. A segment of society that doesn't give a crap about much and who are essentially bulletproof?
Yep.
Pizza delivery drivers.
Hold on, say that. What did you just say?
First of all,
explain. I don't understand what you're saying. a segment of society that's
Pizza
bulletproof.
delivery drivers. Here's why they're bulletproof.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there have been some pizza delivery drivers that have been shot and held up. I don't think they're very bulletproof.
Okay, not that kind of bulletproof.
Okay.
But they're not getting fired.
This time, baby, I will be bulletproof. All right, go ahead.
Let me tell you what every pizzeria has a sign looking for. Drivers. It's the number one need in the employment bubble that we're in right now.
Punching bags wanted.
Yeah, she's not getting fired for anything. She could have taken out the pizza and smeared it across their door, and she wasn't going to get fired.
With the need for employees and drivers.
What are you going to do? Replace me with who?
Yeah.
With what?
So you're saying
I'm a pizza delivery driver.
She could have driven her Ford Focus on the front yard and done donuts, and she still would have been fired. She still wouldn't have been fired by Domino's.
Manager of the Domino's. Like, hey, good job, Madeline. Here's your next one. Go.
All right, let me grab phones here. Mary is in St. Pete. Mary, the Domino's Pizza dilemma. What do you think?
The driver was absolutely right in doing that. We have a society right now that thinks that they can just make people wait. They laugh about it. They think it's hilarious. You get in a drive-through, people want to order 10 separate orders, and then they're sitting there laughing the whole time. Ah, ha, 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 ha. It's a bunch of crap.
There is a rudeness. There is a disregard, and I see it as well. Now, Mary, are you in the customer service industry, or what has your experience been in witnessing rude people?
I'm actually, I was a customer service supervisor for a mutual fund company in a call center. I'm also a receptionist right now for a industrial washing machine company. People are so rude. And guess what? I get in trouble if I'm rude back.
So in your business, your philosophy with the companies you work for is the customer's always right?
No.
She just can't retaliate to the customer.
I have to do it to get a paycheck, but no, do I feel like that? Absolutely not.
Right. Well, what I was saying, though, the companies you work for, that their philosophy, they want you to act like the customer's always right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, I actually am I'm in disciplinary action for speaking my mind to a customer.
No, this is great.
Awesome.
Hold a minute. You are now under a disciplinary review or action. What did you do to the customer?
This woman called up. She wanted to talk to someone who hadn't been there for 5 years. The next person she wanted to talk to wasn't there for 4 years.
Yeah.
I just kind of chuckled, and she said, "Oh, are you making fun of me?" And I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm not making fun of you." She goes, "I told you I want to talk to customer service, and what part of that do you not understand?"
And was this the mutual fund company?
No, this is the industrial washing machine company.
What, like supplying washing machines to like hotels or to laundromats? What?
To hotels,
Yeah.
to Panera, to Dunkin', to everyone. We wash bakery pans.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
And what kind of disciplinary action are you under? I mean, were you called into the office? Are you on double secret probation? What did they do to you?
How about a final written warning? I've been there 5 years.
Wait a minute, you have a final written warning. So if you blink wrong, they're going to fire you?
That's correct.
Yeah, it sounds like you need Indeed, ma'am. You should start looking for another job now. Screw them.
So I go into my work every day with a knot in my stomach. As a matter of fact, I'm driving in the driveway right now.
Wow. If you don't mind me asking, Mary, how old are you?
I'm 60 years old.
You sound like you're 30 years old. You sound very young.
I act like I'm 30.
Well, apparently so.
I'm a hairdresser from the other day, guys. Where you only wash your hair once a week.
Oh, okay. I got. How many jobs do you have?
Jeez.
Well, this is the only job I have now.
I got you. All right, well, listen, don't lose it.
Until she gets fired from
Mary,
it.
thanks for the call. Wow, that's crazy. All right, she's under final warning at her job. That's terrible. Mike is in Lutz. Mike, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
I am definitely on the driver's side, man. With inflation nowadays, you got to think how much they're paying gas and then the wear and tear on their car. I did Uber Eats for like a week, and sometimes the restaurant would be so backed up, you're waiting 15 minutes to get the food, and then you're hauling ass to the customer so it's not cold.
Yep.
And nobody's tipping. So the people that made her wait 15 minutes, she could have made 3 deliveries at that point.
All right. So far, people on the driver's side. Mike, thanks for the call. Trisha's in Lithia. Hello, Trisha in Lithium. You're on.
Hi there. So she sounds like Karen Hill from Goodfellas.
Oh, is that?
That's the voice.
Oh, I got to hear it again
Hold
now.
on, let's play it. Hold on.
Hear it again.
Let me play it.
You're right.
Here's the Domino's driver again.
My money is time is money for me. Okay. Man, you knew a pizza was coming. I just spoke to you. Answer the door.
It is. It's Karen. It's Karen. That is Trisha, an amazing observation. It sounds like Karen Hill from Henry Hill's wife in Goodfellas. You're 100% right.
Love it. Yeah, and I think she was not delivered the best customer service, but he was totally in the wrong. So I can see why she reacted the way that she did.
Great
I also
call.
work in HR, so unfortunately, I think she's probably going to have to deal with some consequence. But customer was not right in that situation.
I wonder if she's got a final warning from Domino's now. Trisha, thanks for the call. But I think Fester's right. And she was right. Karen from Goodfellas.
We needed that.
We needed that money.
What are you doing?
Okay, you guys are imitating Henry. She sounds more like Henry.
We are.
Let me hear it again. I don't.
She does. She sounds more like Henry than Karen.
My money is time is money for me. Okay. Man, you knew a pizza was coming. I just spoke to you. Answer the door.
It's like when Karen's yelling at Ray Liotta in Goodfellas about him being out with
when he comes home
women.
late.
Yeah, he comes in late. You're out with your women and all that.
You know what?
stuff.
It's
And
every,
he just laughs in her
It's
face.
every Goodfellas character in one. It's Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
It's a little Ray Liotta. It's a little Karen.
Jennifer in Clearwater. Jennifer, we got the Domino's dilemma. So far, everyone is on the pizza driver's side except for Fester. All right, go ahead, Jennifer.
So I believe that the driver was right. I've actually been in situations. I recently just lost a job because I told a customer, what I thought about his attitude.
Hold on a second. Did you just say you lost the job?
Yes, I did.
Hold on a minute. So you yelled at a customer and they fired you?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, what job was that? What type of work?
It was in the medical field. I was scheduling for an orthopedic office.
And what happened between you and the patient?
So
we have a lot of people calling in that are yelling at customers and either final warning or getting fired. Right. All right, go ahead, Jennifer.
So he called in and he was trying to schedule. He kept mumbling and was talking really fast, and I couldn't understand what he was saying. I had to keep asking him to repeat himself. And then he was like, "Man, this girl's got an attitude." And I'm like, I don't know. His girlfriend was in the background running her mouth, and it just kind of pissed me off. So I just said, "Excuse me, sir, I don't have an attitude, but I can get one." And they fired me because of that.
Oh. Wow. And was this a local medical orthopedic company?
Yeah, it's in St. Pete.
Oh, wow. And how long ago did this happen?
About 2 months ago.
Fairly fresh. All right, so Jennifer, final thoughts here?
I really believe that she did the right thing by telling him, because that's her time. She could have been making money instead of he was being rude and she had to wait on him.
Jennifer, thanks for the call. Sounds like Jennifer, we could just plug Jennifer into Madeline's position as a driver, and Jennifer would have let him have it as well.
Dude, Domino's, thanks. They're hiring, man.
John is in Bradenton. John, MJ Morning Show, was the Domino's driver right for yelling at the customer for making him wait 15 minutes at the door, or is the customer right?
Well, honestly, I think the driver's right. Could have, watched, the language is what might get her in trouble, but the driver's right. Clearly those kids, and that's what they were. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to do it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have their phone out to record it. And their food's getting cold, which they'll probably complain about. And then everybody else's food's going to be messed up. And then Domino's and hers going to have to take the heat for it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any response. Haven't seen any response from Domino's that they're disciplining the driver.
They shouldn't. They should be giving her a promotion.
Yeah.
Make her employee of the month.
Make her the manager.
Yeah, right.
Make her the director of customer service, director of customer relations. Thanks for the call, buddy. Appreciate it. Zach is in Spring Hill. Just a few more calls here, and then we got to move on. And folks, if you're just tuning in, I'll explain what we're talking about. Up in Rhode Island, a pizza is ordered. The driver goes to the house, even made a phone call like 2 minutes out to say, hey, I'm coming, and something about the soda they ordered. So the driver calls 2 minutes out and claims that, hey, they knew that the pizza was 2 minutes away, and then the customer made the Domino's delivery driver wait for 15 minutes outside the house, and this is what ensued.
My money is time is money for me.
Okay.
Man, you knew a pizza was coming. I just spoke to you. Answer the door.
Or
the
call
police,
me.
baby. You
don't have to call the
you want me
police.
on tape? Call the police.
You don't have to. You don't
I'm
have
not
to call
calling the police.
Thanks. You want to let me lose my job? Do it. Call
You
it.
should have
Send it
handled
in,
the situation
please.
better. Don't be
Please,
coming out my house yelling at anybody.
Yeah, the folks, they sound like a bunch of punks. And they were videoing this. They put it online.
Right.
The video's gone viral. And the people weighing in are going at the customers, and the bulk of the people are supporting the driver, that the driver was right. So, Zach, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Oh, hi. I got two things. First of all, it's my little girl's birthday. She wanted you to say happy birthday to her.
Oh, what's your daughter's name?
Her name's Lucy, and she just turned 9.
Oh.
I just dropped her off at school, and she listens to you every morning. She loves you guys.
Oh, hold on. So she's not with you now?
No, I just dropped her off. She just got out.
All right, so I'll tell you what. We'll say happy birthday to Lucy. Happy 9th birthday, Lucy, from the MJ Morning Show. And, Zach, go ahead and play it for her later on the YouTube channel, or play it from our podcast, okay?
Oh yeah, I do that for her all the time.
Excellent.
She watches I got that in Bluey going all the time.
Excellent. All right, Zach, so what's your take on the driver?
But she could have set up a contactless delivery and left the pizza there.
Yeah, I mean, why didn't the driver just drop the pizza? You know, why'd they wait 15 minutes? But still,
Are they allowed to? So they're allowed to do that?
Do they still?
Because I've ordered like from Papa John's and stuff. They give you the option for contactless delivery.
Yeah, when I walk the neighborhood, and I walk the dogs every night, and when I do see food deliveries being made, I've seen plenty of times where the driver gets out, just drops it on the front porch, and they're gone. They never even ring the doorbell. They just drop it off.
I mean, maybe because she could have been mad in a moment and didn't think of that, or...
MJ, here's the thing. Do they allow, and I haven't had pizza delivered in a very long time, do they allow you to have pizza delivered to your house without paying for it? Or cash at the door still?
I think you can pay on an app, dude.
I understand
you
that.
pay on your credit or debit card on the app. Just drop it, and
he already paid.
Probably add the tip. Zach, thanks. All right, 3 more calls, Andrew, then I got to move on because, man, the phones are jammed on this. This has hit a hot button here. Catherine's next on the MJ Morning Show. Who's right, the customer or the delivery driver?
The driver's right that she should have left out the F word. Otherwise, I'm on her side. And also, too, for future reference, I think contact delivery, is the way to go, but she should have left out the F word. Otherwise, I'm on her side. She could have done without using the F word.
All right, thanks, Catherine. Appreciate it.
That was trippy.
Andrea in Winter Haven. Andrea, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Yes, I'm actually on the driver's side. There's so many people that are inconsiderate nowadays, and I can imagine that this same person making the driver wait for 15 minutes, they'd be the one to complain that their pizza's cold or something like that.
Andrea, thanks for the call. Everyone, all callers are on the driver's side. Final call. The last say is Jay in Tampa. Jay, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hey, Jay.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, is this a female Jay?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was going to be a male Jay. Or maybe a blue Jay.
No. Last time I checked. I hope so.
Or maybe you're smoking a Jay. I don't know.
No. No, not at all.
All right, go ahead.
I work for a major airline, so I have to say that the driver is absolutely correct. There are things that people will do to go ahead and push your buttons to see how far you'll go.
I bet.
So I have been on the receiving end. I have been on the giving end, to where people will go ahead and see how far they can push you to either get what they want to get, or go ahead and just see if they can go ahead and destroy your life in 3 seconds. Because sometimes some companies turn around and say, you know what, the customer's always right 100%, and we're going to go ahead and go with the customer. So here you go, here are your papers, and now you're promoted to customer.
Now, what airline job do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you what airline you work for, but what do you do for the airline?
I'm frontline. I'm customer service. So people come to me.
Now, are you on the phone at a call center, or are you customer service at the airport?
No, I'm face to face. I am face to face.
Oh, so you are actually customer service on the ground at the airport?
Yes, and I work in baggage claims. So that is where I get the people who have. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a pretty situation. I've put people in timeout.
Good for you.
So you work at Tampa International?
Yes.
I wonder if I've seen you.
Probably. You've probably heard my mouth more than once.
Now, are you in one of the little baggage offices off to the side?
Yeah, if I'm downstairs, so if their bags are, if their bags come in and they're ripped or destroyed or not there, they completely lose their minds to where they are F-bombing me left and right. They don't, and like I said, I've had a gentleman come into me one time. He was F-bombing me until the cows come home. Yeah. And I looked at him and I said, listen, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I need you to walk out of my office, go outside, and go ahead and sit there for a few minutes. And
you're putting the customer in timeout at the airport.
Absolutely.
You have to treat them like children.
Am I detecting a Queens, New York accent?
Well, what?
Am I detecting a Queens, New York accent?
Well, Brooklynese. That's how we roll.
I was close enough. All right. Hey, Jay, thanks for the call.
You're welcome. You have a great day, guys. Take care.
I'll try to search for you next time I'm at baggage claim, okay?
No, don't search for me. You'll be scared.
Okay, I can buy. That's great.
It's too funny.
Oh, man. Hey, I've got a question. Julian took the picture, and it just seems like these are popping up all over the place. This, to me, it's like, what is this? And if I'm wrong, if these have been around for a long time, then let me know. Or if I'm right that these just seem to be popping up, what the hell? So I picked up Michelle and Julian in downtown Tampa last night, thanks to Alan, the listener. Alan called up the show and said, hey, I've got some extra Eagles tickets. Because I said, listen, I got to get Eagles tickets for, Michelle and Julian. A little rough for me. Tuesday night. And the Eagles played over 3 hours.
Yeah, what time did you get home last night?
11:30.
Oof, you're dedicated.
Well,
I was an Uber family.
Well, no, but I didn't go to the concert.
I know, but you still had to go pick him up in the middle of the night, pretty much.
Yeah, might as well have went.
You know what? I got to get Michelle on the phone. You know what? Let me get Michelle on quickly because Michelle says that I think Don Henley took a dig at Taylor Swift at the Eagles last night. Hang on a second.
Oh, Don, you wild man.
Trash talking Taylor.
Let me tell you about that Taylor.
Is Don going to get canceled now because he trash talked a little girl like Taylor Swift?
Does she enjoy being at a concert with another man?
Hey, sweetie, we're live on the air.
Are we?
We are. All right. First of all, got a couple of things. And then I got to talk about this road thing, which I've noticed, and I had Julian snap a picture on the way home. So first of all, can I get an Eagles concert review from last night?
Amazing concert. Thank you to Alan for helping us out so we could take Julian.
Yeah, Alan, the listener. I was talking about, oh, man, I got to get Eagles tickets. This is like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And Alan calls up and says, hey, MJ, I got a couple extra tickets if your wife and kid want to go. And Alan offered the tickets to me. I'm like, all right, how much I'll give them to you. And so Alan gave me the tickets. I'm
Wait,
high.
You didn't give him money?
I asked him if he wants me to pay him, and Alan said no. So I got to figure out a way to.
It was
you didn't force it, and
I shoved money in his mouth.
Odd,
a whole bunch of crunched up $100 bills. I jammed them in his mouth. All right. So you had great seats, right?
I'll tell you what. He's a ticket broker. These seats were the best.
I think So you had a good time.
Oh my God, it was fantastic. They did Hotel California, the whole album.
Yeah, they opened up and they played. Michelle said it's pretty cool that they had somebody come on stage and take the Hotel California actual album, the record, out of the jacket, put it on a turntable on stage, and then drop the needle on the record, and you hear the scratching, and then as the record starts, they start actually playing live
Right.
So it was like very clever the way they did it. So they did the entire Hotel California album.
Yeah.
And then they did all the rest. They did some solo, like Don Henley did Boys of Summer. Joe Walsh did Life's Been Good. And I think.
Were you there? Were you sitting somewhere else?
No, you told me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now hang on. Oh, Alan's calling in. Alan, who gave me the free tickets.
Did he go?
Yes. Michelle and Julian sat next to Alan, the listener, who gave me the tickets for Michelle and Julian. All right, so now hang on a minute, Michelle. The reason why I really called you was you said that Don Henley took a dig, you think, at Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
And why do you perceive it as a dig?
Well, he was just talking about, them being up there on stage and I forget how he opened it up, but then he said something about and we don't have any diving into the stage or booty shaking or something.
Oh, so he was taking a dig at Taylor Swift's highly reviewed Stadium act.
Is it taking a dig or just making a silly observation joke?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
he's making that.
When you say a dig, I think he's insulting her.
Michelle, was
we're
it
not a bunch of hacks like that Taylor Swift? Yeah.
Was it a sarcastic dig or was it playful?
It was playful.
Okay.
But that's the thing, though. They don't need to do anything else but be standing up there singing that, singing those songs and playing that music. They don't need to be. They don't need to be doing anything else. That music is so, just timeless, and and their voices were still good, and it was just an awesome, awesome show.
Hang on, let me bring Alan on. Alan is the listener who, 2 months ago, when I said I got to get Eagles tickets for Michelle and Julian, and Alan called up, Alan's a regular listener to the show, and said, hey, MJ, I'll give you tickets. I've got 2 extras. Alan, thanks for calling in this morning.
Hey, good morning.
Family had a great time.
Yeah, it was fun. One other thing that Don Henley said is that they were just a bunch of guys with guitars and drums. He said they didn't need any of that other stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
There you go. Alan, my family had a great time. Thanks for offering up the tickets. Michelle's been raving at the quality of the seats as well. And you guys were section 116 off to the side, and it was just, I like to sit off to the side. I like to sit just in front of the stage off to the side is what I like.
That's where we were.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
That's 100% perfect. Alan, so, you won't take my money for the seat, so can I do anything?
No, we're good, man.
Would you like to take Michelle to dinner maybe next week?
Michelle was out with another man last night.
First date seems like a hit.
And she dragged the kid along, Julian.
Alan and I are going to Duran Duran.
Perfect. I saw you guys walking out on MJ's IG as he was picking everyone up, and everyone was all smiles. It was a success.
It's on my Instagram if you want to see it. Hey, Andrew, can you also put the IG up on videos mentioned on mjmorningshow.com? So I dropped Michelle and Julian off at Whiting and Morgan, a couple of blocks away from Emily. I dropped them off at about 7:15, 7:20. And then I went out. I picked a little after 11 o'clock, 11:15, 11:20. I then picked them up. I drove back out because I didn't want to have them deal with an Uber, that late and, probably getting jacked around with surge pricing of, 20,000 people walking out of Amalie Arena last night. So I went and picked them up, and I could see where they were because we used the Life 360 with the whole family. So I started rolling Instagram live. So if you want to see the video of them coming around the corner and then describing the show in the middle of downtown Tampa last night, the video is on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And then Andrew will also put the video link on mjmorningshow.com in just a minute on videos mentioned. So you can see Alan, you can see Julian rave. Hey, how much was that Eagles t-shirt that Julian got? Is that like one of those $50 concert shirts?
It was $45.
Oh, my God. It was a $50 concert shirt.
Well.
Yeah, man, the merch.
You know what the profit margin? That shirt probably cost them $4.50 to make.
Not even that much.
Probably not even that much, exactly. Wow, that's...
So, MJ, what we can do, I understand you haven't taken Michelle to Eulalie's yet, so maybe we can meet there for for supper one night.
Oh, so okay. So if I buy you dinner, maybe you bring your wife, and I can just treat you to dinner at Eulalie. Will that work?
Yep, absolutely.
There you go.
All right. Well, listen, consider it done, dude.
Smart move.
All right.
Alan, thank you again for the tickets for my family. I never thought someone was going to call in and off. Hey, Alan, can I ask a question?
Yep.
How much were the tickets?
I paid $1,500 for all three plus the parking pass.
Oh my God! And that was face value.
They were $420 face value.
Yeah, pretty close to face value. Yeah,
hold on, the face value was $420 a ticket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my
You're
God!
gonna get a good dinner.
I'm gonna owe you 9 dinners.
Yeah.
Alan, thanks again. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yep, I enjoyed it. Thank you.
All right, I'll be in touch, and I'm going to buy you and your wife dinner. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you can sit next to his wife,
Yep.
and Alan can sit next to Michelle.
All right, thanks.
It's a party.
Did Michelle tell you that we have Jack Russells as well?
Oh no, you guys have Jack Russell Terriers, really?
Alan, let's save this for the dinner table, okay, buddy? You guys need something to talk about at Eulalie, okay?
All right.
Wow.
This is all dinner table conversation.
All right, Michelle, I'll see you later. Alan, thank you again, buddy. I'll be in touch.
Yep. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Michelle.
You got a new best buddy, MJ.
Look at that. MJ's making friends left, right, and center. Look at
You
that.
seen Fester's face when you said that you're going to take him to dinner.
Hey, what about the fact? What about Fester's? What about Fester's face?
He made a weird when you said, "I'll take you to dinner." Fester was like,
I mean, why don't you just? I feel bad for Alan. I mean, why don't you just buy him a gift card? Well, it has to go with you.
How about the fact that the tickets?
Right?
How about the fact that the ticket face value was $420?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that means something to Froggy.
Oh,
was that a shit? Wait,
and probably the Eagles.
And everybody at the Eagles concert.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Michelle still here?
No, I hung up on her.
Well, I saw the Eagles a couple years ago at in Orlando, and they dragged out like Glenn Fry's son to play a bunch of guitar stuff.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because he's not his
and
dad.
they brought Glenn Fry's son out as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday they did too?
He was there.
Okay.
And then who's the country? Vince Gill.
Yeah, Vince Gill.
Vince Gill is touring with him, and Michelle says that Vince Gill is unbelievable. Well, he is slightly talented.
And it sounds like a real barn burner of a concert.
All right, before I get into an item that I teased. Oh, and by the way, it is 8:03. So just a little programming note. We're about an hour away from the MJ Morning Show ticket window opening up. Concert talk has not ended because between 9 and 9:15, it's pick your ticket. So between 9 and 9:15 this morning, we will tell you what caller to be on our studio lines. And if you are that number caller, you'll get to pick your ticket. It's Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins. Which concert do you want to go to? So you can pick your ticket sometime in about an hour. Between 9 and 9:15, we'll tell you exactly when to call in. All right, coming up in just a minute, there is something that is ending for millions of Americans, and I'd love to know if you're on the receiving end of essentially the party's over. So is the party over for you? And I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about in just a second here.
Is it going to be depressing?
Hold on, Fester, why are you... Fester's got like shifty Scooby-Doo eyes
you
here.
Give
What's going
clue.
on?
I'm wondering what it could possibly be.
It's a teaser. I'm going to make it crystal.
I know. You have me hooked. I mean, are they going to shut off my Obama phone or something? What are they going to do? The party's over. I mean, what's going down?
Do you have an Obama phone?
Yes.
You know, I would be shopping. I'd be going to Target or Walmart, and then have like a little.
I got mine.
There's like a little kiosk, and they were handing out the
Free
Obama phones. I saw that like a bunch of times. Like what, like 2012, 2013, somewhere around there.
I walk into the Walmart neighborhood market. You want a phone? Yeah, I want a phone. Hey, thanks.
Oh man, there was that funny audio bite of the lady with the Obama phone. Hey, do me a favor.
I mean, you say something's getting shut off. I'm like, oh, no.
Hold on.
Not my Obama phone.
All right, do me a favor. Go to Google.
Okay.
I'm sorry, go to YouTube.
All right.
And see if that audio's out there of the lady talking about she had like 29 Obama phones. No, I'm serious. There's this classic... We get sidetracked all the time here, folks. I still have to do what I noticed in the road that I had Julian take a picture of. Man, there is just this classic, the woman with the Obama phone.
Obama phone woman.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Obama phone.
Oh, right here, right there. There it is. Hold on. All right. It's a remix.
All right, let's hear it.
You're never going to find the original.
Oh, man, the original is just hysterical. The originals. Here it is. Original Obama phone. Listen to this. I think the lady had like 30 damn phones.
You got Obama phone?
Yes, everybody in Cleveland, low minority, got Obama phone. Keep Obama in president, you know. He gave us a phone.
He gave you
He
a
gonna
phone.
do more.
How do he give you a phone?
You sign up if you on full stamps, you on Social Security, you got low income, you disability.
I have a question. Okay, what's wrong with Romney again?
Romney, he sucks. Bad.
You got Obama phone?
Yes, everybody in Cleveland, low minority, got Obama phone. Keep Obama in president, you know. He gave us a phone.
He gave you
He
a
gonna
phone.
do more.
How do he give you a phone?
You sign up if you on full stamps.
Full stamps.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had full stamps.
That's her. I thought she said she had like 29 Obama phones or something. That's a funny audio bite. All right, now I'm curious about this, and before I got sidetracked, are you getting a lot of texts over there?
Yeah, getting a ton of texts. I'm dealing with something else right now.
Well, what are you dealing with?
Well,
are people getting their Obama phones shut off? Because I'll go to Washington.
Hold on. What are you dealing with, Roxanne?
I've been doing I've been really bad about texting today. I haven't answered any since for like the last 15 minutes.
What are you dealing with?
So I'm doing a web post of my trip to the Bahamas.
In the middle of the show?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so distracted? You haven't said anything in 15 minutes?
I haven't said anything because we've had callers and
All right.
I've been chiming in and listening. I can do things more than one thing.
Well, the web posts are more important than the show.
It is.
Okay.
Does Ticket Guy want to take Roxanne to a concert? Because then we get through them talking.
Right, exactly. So, but here's the thing. I've been trying for the last 15 minutes to upload a picture of me snorkeling. And it's like the website
Can you just focus on the radio show?
No, but this is interesting. Why is the website not letting me put a picture of myself snorkeling? It's like banning the picture. And so now I'm Googling, is snorkeling code for something naughty? Like, why is our...
Put another word in front
Seriously,
of it.
Maybe the AI doesn't like the snorkel in your mouth.
Put another.
Maybe that's what it is.
Who knows?
I just put up all my pictures from the Bahamas and...
Let me see your snorkeling
Okay,
picture.
let me show
Let me move along here.
I'll be the judge of the
I tell you what,
offensiveness of...
You guys worry about this later on.
You guys talk about important stuff.
No. Pay attention to the show right
now.
now.
My God.
I always pay attention to the show.
It's so offensive.
Put the website stuff aside for a minute. All right. Now, I'm...
so bad.
Will you stop? No, it's
all
not.
These made it in.
all right.
All these pictures made it in, but this one didn't.
You should send it to me right now for the private collection.
This is driving me nuts, okay? I don't know what it is, and I was teasing this, or I was talking about this a little while ago, then we got sidetracked. Is this new? I mean, I think it's new. I don't think they've been around like this. Have you noticed that on roads all over town, when you're driving on roads where clearly you're going in the correct direction, have you noticed all of these arrows in the middle of a road? Like, why is there an arrow that's in lane 1, lane 2, lane 3?
Wait, you mean on the actual road, painted on?
Painted on the road with with reflectors.
Yes.
Did those just start popping up? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing these all over the place.
Where are they?
Everywhere. Go to my Instagram. I just posted a picture. I posted a picture and this is on Kennedy last night. But I've seen it everywhere. You get off of 4th Street. Or not 4th Street, but that's closed still. We get off on MLK on 275 South. You go off the exit. You're over the ramp. You then get onto MLK, and you have arrows. It's like a couple of sets of arrows, and it's like, go in this direction. Well, no schnitz, Sherlock. Of course I'm going.
I'm not that tweaked about this. I mean, the Tampa Bay area, in my opinion, has had a disproportionate amount of wrong way drivers.
I get it, but on regular roads, on Kennedy Boulevard, right in front of Jimbo's Barbecue, there are 3 arrows that, of course, you're going in that direction. I'm not going to turn around and go in the opposite direction in the middle of Kennedy Boulevard. But within like a quarter mile, there are like 3 sets of these arrows. But I'm noticing it on roads all over the place. And I don't know if I've just been oblivious and I've just realized this, but it seems like they're just putting direction arrows painted in the lanes, and then they're surrounding them with reflectors, and it looks like in the right direction, the reflector is white, and then in the other direction, the reflector is red, which maybe is to tell you wrong way.
It's got to be for wrong way driver mitigation.
How many wrong way drivers are driving down Kennedy or on the other side of MLK?
Okay, dude, I bet you like at 3 a.m., a lot more than you think.
I took a picture. Well, actually, Julian, I was driving after I picked them up the Eagles last night. So we're heading back to South Tampa. We're on Kennedy, and this was right in front of Jimbo's Pit Barbecue. And there are 3 arrows, and Julian snapped the photo. It is up on my Instagram, and it's driving me nuts. Have these been there forever? It seems to me that these just started popping up recently. Arrows all over the roads, painted with reflectors. I've seen them in Hillsborough County. I've seen them in Pinellas County. I just went over a bunch of them getting off at 275, well onto MLK. And it's like, go in this direction. What do you think? I'm going to turn around and go back onto the interstate?
Somebody, that happens.
Yeah.
Why is this chapping your ass so much?
Maybe not in the last couple of weeks, but I think there's been like a lot of wrong way driver stories, and some of them have ended horrifically.
A texter said he's a law enforcement officer, and he said it's because of the wrong way drivers.
But it seems like it's more recent that they're just popping up now.
I think after the recent increase, it seems over the last 3 or 4 years, they're now getting around to adding these arrows, or maybe they've been there and we haven't seen them. I can't believe you posted a picture of you driving in the correct direction. If you're going to post a picture,
I'm just saying that it just seems that these things are just popping up suddenly. I'm a pretty observant driver, and I just don't recall all of these directional arrows painted on the lanes with reflectors. Yes, Andrew.
Budget.
What?
It was added to the budget.
Yeah, maybe it took a year to get to a budget, and they had to call the reflector company. Reflector company's like, COVID, supplies down. So they had to wait for that to get back. And you're not against these, are you?
I'm opposed. I want them. I'm going to go paint over them in the middle of the night. No, I'm kidding. It's just weird to me. Moving along now, ladies and gentlemen. Is the party over? Many are saying, yep, the party is over. That it's time to go back. I'm hearing about this every day, that people are being called back. The party's over. You can't do this anymore. With those clues, guys, do you have any idea about where I'm headed now?
Let's see.
People are being called back?
Yep.
Oh, I know.
People being called back. The party's over. What do you think it is, Rox?
Oh, it's just you can't call in sick anymore and say you have COVID and you're going to be out for 2 weeks.
Nah. You're kind of in the zone, but that's not it.
Does this have to do with my spirit animal, Elon Musk, tweeting or emailing everybody at 2 a.m., telling them to get their asses back into the office?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
Good guess.
More and more companies are telling workers the party's over. No more working from home. It is time to come back to your job. After the whole COVID deal, more and more companies are telling their employees to, get off their butts and get back into the office. And it is happening more and more. Work from home era is ending for millions and millions of Americans, and it's really accelerated in the first quarter. What do we have? We got a couple of days left in Q1. April 1st begins the second quarter. But it seems in the last couple of months that more millions and millions of Americans are being told to come back to the office. Let's grab a couple of calls on this.
Yeah.
Has your party just ended? Has your work from home party just been halted? Did your business tell you, hey, get back into the office, time to come back? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. I'd love to know, were you just recently called back, or when were you called back? But the story is, and I saw this in the Wall Street Journal, that it is increasingly rare now that companies are allowing workers to work from home. So it looks like that the whole disruption in our lives, the whole COVID thing, that one of the vestiges of COVID, the work from home era, that it is for many millions of Americans, it's ending.
So I have a friend who's a working mom like myself, 2 young kids, and her house is always perfect and clean and everything is organized. And I open her cabinets. I'm like, wow, how do you do all this with your two, your 6-year-old and your 4-year-old like me? And she said, oh, well, I don't start work until I can't work unless my house is perfect. So I usually don't even start work until noon. And then I'm like, oh, do you have to work late? No. I wrap up at 4 or 5, but it's a full-time job. So my point is, I think there are a lot of work from home people who get to do a lot of work around the house while they're on the job.
They get to do whatever they want for the most part.
And
Get the work done.
I'm not hating. I used to be very jealous, but I'm like Fester turning over a new leaf with the lotto ticket winners.
But there are tons of people, though, that do a lot of other things when they're working from home. Listen, we've talked about the companies that had like the mouse trackers to see if you were computer-based at home, to see if you're actually working on the computer, keeping track of keyboard strokes and mouse movement. Wasn't there some didn't someone invent like a mouse mover?
Yeah, there's a jiggler, there's a mover, there's a little laser eye. There's all kinds of things.
All right, let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. Just a couple of calls because I got a lot to get to here. 800-990-1047. Yeah, phone's already ringing. Just curious, did your work from home era, did it recently end, or what's the story? Or are you still able to work from home, and how much longer? 800-990-1047. Hey, Megan, you're on the MJ Morning Show in Ruskin. Welcome.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. So I work for actually a large national builder. I'm a designer for them, and I've been doing it for 10 years. And before COVID, it was always an upfront, an everyday come into work, you're in front of the buyer type deal. And then when I got with this builder that I'm with now, I've been with them close to 2 years. We would only go into the office maybe once a week, and it's a 600 square foot design studio that we work out of.
600 square feet?
Yeah, so it's
600. That's a tool shed.
It's very tiny, but it's essentially what it is it's a garage that has been converted to a studio. So it's a sales office. So they'll eventually convert it back to a garage. But what they're doing now is they're saying, okay, they're building us actually a massive design studio right off of 75. It's going to be over 2,500 square feet, and they're like, we're spending close to $1 million on this. You got to get your butts back in the office. We've been we've been told it's going to be 5 days a week, but we've also been told possibly 3 days with the choice to work from home 2 days. But it's a big adjustment for us.
So, yep, again, like I said, companies are saying it's time to get your butt back into the office. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate it. George. Hey, Andrew, just the calls on the board here, and I got to move on because I got a lot to cover. George in Tampa. Hey, George.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. You being told to get back to the office or what?
No, I actually work out in the field, but whenever COVID first started, I worked at another job, and they had us working from home. But my thing on going back to the office, I think it's really unfair, though, because not really saying unfair, but I think it's more dumb because all it's going to cause is more traffic now. Like, we're already dealing with enough traffic as it is, but having all these millions of people just go right back to the office, now we're just going to have an even more detrimental traffic issue.
Sounds like a good excuse.
Listen, the traffic is getting worse and worse. I went to the honorary deputy sheriff training day. I've been a Hillsborough County honorary deputy in the program since 1997, and they typically hold the training day in November. And I took a day off in November. Remember, I went to the training day, and I had to drive from South Tampa all the way out to East Hillsborough County, where the big sheriff's office training facility is. And I'm out there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I could not believe the traffic out in East County. It's like, this is unbelievable.
All right, hold on.
Yeah,
now, you live in a traffic bubble, dude. You don't understand.
No, I don't. You ought to see what's going on in West Shore and Kennedy at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's insane.
Right, but the whole area is jammed up all morning long while we're on the radio here in the studio.
What I'm saying is that traffic has gotten even worse. George is saying that, hey, with people being required to come, that's going to add to the traffic problem. We're already, with the growth of this area, the traffic is out of control. 2 more calls, and I'm going to move on. Pam's in Tampa. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I hang up on Pam? Hey, Pam, are you there?
Hey, yes.
Hey, Pam, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
Hi, how you doing? Okay, so my company said, okay, we're going to do 2 days 1 week, 3 days another week. It's going to be 50% in the office. So everyone we deal with is in New Jersey. Everyone. So they say it's for collaboration.
Hold on. Why are you dealing with people in New Jersey?
Yeah.
No. Why? What is it about New Jersey? You live here in Tampa, but you're dealing with people in Jersey. Why is that?
Yeah, major corporation headquarters there.
Okay.
All the internal customers are there, all the businesses there. So we are the shared center here. You know, we do HR, we do sourcing, blah, blah. And so 2 to 3 days in the week, which is not a big deal, right? But I go in and there's no one there. And then we're talking on the phone all day to people in Jersey. And then they're paying money to keep a business open here, the cost for the real estate, and it's an empty building. It's just ridiculous.
All right, so,
ridiculous.
So what's the
And
story?
Well.
Are you having to go? Is everyone going to be required to go back?
Oh yeah. Everyone's supposed to be going back 2 to 3 days a week.
But they're not.
Yep. No.
Well, nobody tell Jersey that.
Yeah, they're going to crack down. All right, thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Last call is Claudia in Tampa. Hey, Claudia, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hello.
Hey. So I used to work for a bank for like 23 years, but I worked corporate, and we were sent home with the whole COVID thing.
Yep.
And then about 2 years ago, we were told we have to get back. Well, I got used to working from home, and I have a teen daughter, so I was like, you know what? She's hitting high school. It's probably best for me to be home, and if I can find a job. And everyone was shocked because it's like I was one of those people that was going to retire there. And so now I work for another job, which I was hired in remote. They don't even have offices here in Tampa, like their corporate office. And I had a meeting recently that they want us to go into the office. Like they want everyone to go in at least 3 times a week. And I'm like, but I was hired remote. And they're like, well, we'll find you a place. I'm like, okay. So like a local branch, it's a bank that's like popping up everywhere now here. But yeah, so it's a little frustrating because, like I said, I was with my other company for over 20 years, and now to have to deal with this, it pretty much sucks, which makes no sense because who am I supposed to bond with? People I don't even work with?
What, you have to meet people to make friends, and, you start off as not knowing somebody, and then you become acquainted, and then you become, more accustomed to somebody. It's, kind of like how it's kind of like how relationships develop.
No, I get it, but I don't work with those people in the branches. Like
You will.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Claudia, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, heads up, it appears that, listen, they're saying the party's over, that a lot of the work from home stuff is coming to an end. Did you see the video of this young woman who claims that she's smoked pot every day for years? And then she quit. She just stopped smoking pot every day.
Cold turkey, just gave it up?
Yeah. And listen, I don't know about weight and quantity, but apparently she says that she would buy a pound of pot every 3 months. That seems like a lot of freaking pot.
Sounds like it.
Well, hold on now. Let's do the math.
A pound of marijuana.
16 ounces in a pound.
Right.
Times 4. 6. So that's 64 quarters. You burn through a quarter what, Froggy?
Hold on. How fast is she doing this?
Yeah, over 3 months.
I want to play the audio.
You burn through a quarter in a couple days if you put your mind to it, right? It's about right. It's about right.
Fester's doing marijuana math over here.
It's about right.
All right. So listen to this. Listen to this woman's video that she shot. She's 22 years old, and she's called like she's an influencer. She's a content creator, and her name is Suede Brooks. Now, I don't know if that is her. I don't know if Suede, Suede Brooks. I don't know if that's her birth name. She's from Las Vegas.
She hates the rain.
Actually, it looks like she might be working at the Spearmint Rhino, but that's a whole different story. Now, here's the audio. I want you to listen to what she says about her marijuana consumption and the fact that she stops smoking marijuana every single day and the changes that she noticed. Listen. And just a little warning. To me, it sounds like maybe she picked up another habit, but that's a whole different story. All right, listen.
I'm officially 2 months sober from smoking. Let's talk about it. I've been smoking every single day for the past 9 years, and I haven't.
Okay, so every single day for 9 years. She is 22 years old. That
God.
means she's been smoking marijuana every single day since she was 13 years old?
Whoa.
I think that's what you call burnout, right?
That's unbelievable. Come on, you start smoking pot. I mean, what kind of student was she in high school? Smoking pot every single day. All right, she continues.
And taking a break, it finally got to me. The hardest part was the first week. I was getting cold sweats, vomiting. I couldn't sleep. It was seriously the worst. I genuinely never wished that feeling upon anyone.
All right, so when she quit,
What an idiot.
when she quit, she had cold sweats, she was vomiting, she went cold turkey.
Okay, isn't that called like what's it called?
Detox.
Withdrawal symptoms?
Withdrawal symptoms. I'm sorry, withdrawal symptoms.
Does that happen on marijuana?
No.
If you're addicted to something like that, I had a buddy who was like an alcoholic, and they put him like some cold turkey withdrawals, and he went through hell for a couple.
No, but the weed is like, no, you don't get sick.
She continues.
Never drink ever. I think it's disgusting.
Oh, so she doesn't drink. She thinks it's disgusting.
Her
I've just
voice.
never been a fan of it. So anytime I would go out, I would just smoke. Like, that was my bit. And for the longest time, I never thought I had a problem with it until I realized the amount of money that I was spending. I was going through a pound every 3 months. And if you smoke weed, you know how much that is. Like, I was the bong on the bedside table type. Now we're going to get into the changes that I felt.
All right, so now she's going to talk about the changes after she stopped smoking pot every day for the past 9 years.
A pound every 3 months. That's a lot.
And that's what I was saying. It sounds like a lot of freaking marijuana.
Yeah.
When you think about somebody just rolling a joint or just popping a little bit in their bong deal.
It's like a dealer's dream. She's hot.
How much
is there every day?
What does a pound of pot cost?
I don't know.
What's a quarter go for?
Are you sure, Froggy?
I promise you.
All right, that's just checking.
That's that's a little much.
All right, here we go.
Past 2 months of being sober. Like I said, the first week was absolutely miserable, but once you get over the first week, it gets easier and easier. I feel so much more confident. I feel like I'm actually on the same wavelength as everyone in the universe, which is a very weird feeling.
Because she was always high?
A very weird feeling.
All right, fester marijuana math, depending on the quality, about $4,000.
Okay. For your ex roommate, you would know.
Oh, dude, my ex roommate boy.
All right, hold on to that thought. Let me just finish up with her audio bite here.
Actually able to leave my house now without having anxiety attacks.
All right, so she quit smoking every day for 9 years. So
anxiety attacks.
So isn't the marijuana supposed to mellow you down?
I think she must be on something else.
Here we go. Listen.
My dreams are the most vivid. If you know, you know. The dreams, babe. Overall, I feel so...
Wait a minute.
Okay,
If you're smoking a lot of pot...
You do have vivid dreams if you stop.
Really?
Yeah, I have violent dreams, and dreams that I'm hunting bears naked, and I'm like...
But you haven't.
Because it's like aggression
You haven't
coming out.
stopped.
You know, I have before. I've stopped for a couple of years before.
I think I figured that out. Okay, you would have violent dreams when you're coming off of it because the marijuana makes you so chill, and then so it's your natural aggression just coming out.
Do you have?
I had to stop to get health insurance for a couple of years.
Hold on, really?
Your health insurance company drug tested you?
Yeah, of course. Or life insurance.
Life insurance, yeah.
Like that, yeah.
But if you're smoking a lot of pot, it subdues and mellows your dreams. You don't have as good a dream.
It must.
If you're smoking, is it the THC just kind of dulls your dreams?
My dreams are kind of cool.
All right, choose a little more, 20 more seconds.
So much more energetic. I feel so much more inspired to make content. I always felt like I never wanted to film when I was high.
All right, so she's more inspired now to make content. She's probably just rolling
Everything's
us here.
reverse. Everything's backwards.
So,
is that true?
The marijuana inspires a lot
All
of people.
Froggy,
I think.
you have a medical marijuana card.
Yeah.
Because of your deviated rectum.
Yes.
Right?
And my flat feet and my color blindness.
Right.
But mostly it's the
and
rectum.
my tennis elbow.
Mostly it's the rectum, though.
Yes.
And your simple chronic halitosis.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait.
A little more, hang on.
And basically, I was high all the time. By the way, me and my best friend did this at the same time, so having someone to do it with helps so much. I genuinely think it was the best thing I could have ever done. And if you are out there wanting to stop smoking, I'm telling you, just get through the first 4 days and your life will change.
I can't take it. I cannot take listening to her voice anymore.
That's the end.
Oh, thank you, gosh.
Yeah. And apparently she likes to take a lot of pictures in tight dresses and bikinis.
Her voice does not fit her body.
If you look at her Instagram.
I am on her Instagram, and I'm so glad there's no sound because
I know.
Oh my god!
Could you imagine going out with her and you're like, wow, you're beautiful? She's like, thanks for taking me
thank you
out.
so
It's really
much.
great.
I had a vivid dream about how beautiful I am. She
Oh my
is-
God, you don't.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
She
I'm
kind
on.
of looks like Penelope Cruz in that one.
Yeah,
for sure.
she's a very beautiful woman.
She's
sounds
awful.
like you can hear her voice being burned from all that smoke.
I've been smoking since I was 4.
I've been smoking since I was like 3 years old.
Listen, what do her lungs look like? What are the long-term effects going to be? She started smoking marijuana and did it every single day since she was 13 years old. Smoking a pound every, 3 months?
Everybody's different. You know, I used to have an exterminator that was an old man, and he told me, he saw me smoking a cigar one day, and he goes, I smoked those things for 60 years and inhaled every one of them. Like that. I'm like, what? He's like 85 now.
Really?
So, I mean, you know, everybody's different. I don't know.
Should we go to the marijuana phones? Should we ask if anyone concurs? All right, so if you're a partaker,
The vivid dream thing is real.
would you like to comment on the smoothest silk-voiced marijuana cold turkey quitter? Would you like to comment?
Yes.
Are you a marijuana consumer? Do you smoke as much pot as her? Would you like to question Fester's estimation of a pound of marijuana costs what? $4,000?
Maybe $4 to $5 grand.
800-990-1047. Let's go to the ganja lines right now. 800-990-1047. I would like to get your opinion, if you want to weigh in, on Suede Brooks from Las Vegas and her observations on her stopping smoking marijuana cold turkey. Oh, look at the phones. Oh, just lighten up. Look at that. There's a line 4,
All right,
there's line 2, there's line 0.
All right, we get it. Don't say lighting up, okay?
Yep.
Because they're all lighting up.
They're all lit.
You know what I mean?
Look, here's, Anonymous. The first call is going to be Anonymous. Hey, Anonymous, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Anonymous.
So you're going to think I'm crazy, but I have been smoking since not anymore, since I was 13 until I was 20.
All right. How old are you now?
I am 34 now.
All right, so you smoked from 13 to 20, and what caused you to stop at 20?
I got pregnant.
So when you got pregnant, you stopped. Now,
Well, that's good.
With all that marijuana smoking, you didn't smoke while you were pregnant. How much did you, how long did you smoke into the pregnancy? Because when did you know you were pregnant?
I found out at 15 weeks, and I quit right after that.
Okay, so you did smoke during 15-week period.
Yeah.
Now, I guess, is your kid okay? Is the kid normal?
Oh yeah, she's super smart. Actually, I'm not against any of that. Her and my nephew both. My sister-in-law smoked the whole time she was pregnant, and he's like a genius.
Well, hang on a minute. Well,
Really?
hold on a minute. So your sister smoked marijuana during her entire pregnancy, and the kid is, you saying?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put that out there.
I don't know. It's
I don't know if
Doogie
that's
Howser.
recommended by the
I'm not
FDA.
saying, obviously, I quit smoking, so I'm not like.
Right.
But I mean, I'm just saying that's just what happened. I don't know.
And any thoughts on the woman we just played on Suede Brooks?
I think she's full of it with the withdrawals and everything. You don't have withdrawals when you quit smoking weed.
How about the dream thing? Did you notice that dreams got more vivid when you quit?
Honestly, yes. I have had vivid dreams my entire life, though. But I can say that I don't remember them being so bad when I was smoking. Like, I have really bad dreams and very vivid dreams now. Seems to be like I don't remember any good dreams anymore.
Wow.
They all just seem to be bad or, like, just bad situations, either robberies or, like, I have really bad dreams.
How about carjackings? Hey, Anonymous, thanks for the call. I appreciate you listening.
Thank you. Have a good day, y'all.
You too. Hey, don't forget, I'm going to go right back to phones here. Don't forget that the MJ Morning Show ticket window opens up. You can pick your concert ticket coming up this morning between 9 and 9:15. So make sure you keep listening. Remember, you can use any of the apps to keep listening to us. If you're in the car, when you get to where you're going, you don't have to stop listening. Get the MyQ105 app at the App Store or the Google Play Store. MyQ105 app. Get the Odyssey app, AUDACY. Get the iHeart app, the TuneIn app. And you can listen to us on your phone when you get to where you're going. You don't have to stop listening when you get out of the car. And just search for Q105 Tampa. And then you can listen to the MJ Morning Show live just like you're listening on the radio in the car. Also, your desktop computer at work, just go to mjmorningshow.com. Upper right-hand corner, there's a Listen Live red button. Click on that, and boom, you can listen to us live on your computer speakers and, of course, smart speakers as well. All right, quickly back to phones. Hey, when these drop off, Andrew, don't replace, because I got a feeling that the phones will go all day on this, and I got a lot to do. So let me grab Amy in Largo. Amy, any thoughts on the marijuana cold turkey quitter, Suede?
She is so full of crap. Like, that's not, she's a lot. You don't go through withdrawals like that with marijuana. I've been smoking marijuana since I was 16 years old. I'm 39 now. I have my medical marijuana card. I mean, she's just full of crap.
Do you think that she's just creating content because she's a content creator? You think that's what it is?
100%. Because I quit smoking twice in my life when I was pregnant. Both times when I was pregnant, I quit smoking. Never had any kind of withdrawal or anything, ever.
Thank you, Amy. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Brian is in Clearwater. Hey, Brian. Brian, are you there?
He actually went.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. I knew the line was open. Go ahead, Brian.
Awesome. Yes, I am going to 100% agree with Amy. He is absolutely full of crap.
All right, so the influencer Suede is full of crap.
Yes, absolutely. She is doing it for clout. She is trying to get attention. I've quit multiple times over my lifetime. I am actually a yacht mechanic. I am a certified medical cannabis holder as well. And I have done every bit in the book that has to do with cannabis, and never once did I have ever withdrawal, never once did I have a dream deterrent, nothing like that. And I'm sorry, but if a 13 to 16-year-old is getting, I don't know, thousands and thousands of dollars for this, I think unless her dad is Snoop Dogg, it's full of crap.
Thanks for the call. All right, thanks, Brian. Kay, man, the phone's just lit up, and no pun intended, obviously. Kay, that's too easy. Kay, St. Pete, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hi, MJ. The influencer is full of crap. I started smoking weed when I was 17 years old. I quit, and I also smoked cigarettes at the time. I quit cigarettes when I was 29, and I used the weed to kind of supplement that. And then when I got pregnant, when I was 30, I quit smoking weed. I didn't have any withdrawals. I did have withdrawals with the cigarettes. I didn't have any withdrawals with the weed. And then I also quit smoking weed for about 20 years because my job decided to start drug testing.
Yeah. Did you test positive or?
No, I quit smoking, so I did not test positive.
And how long does it take for the marijuana to get out of your system?
About 30 days.
So how'd you know? You had a 30-day warning?
No, I quit when I was pregnant. And when I came back from maternity leave, I was tested.
Oh, I got you. Oh, so it coincided, so you got lucky.
Right. And
well,
then
what kind of job did you do that they drug tested you?
I don't want to say because I'm still there.
Okay. And listen, a lot of jobs drug test. By the way, in radio, I've only taken one drug test in my entire career, and that was working for ABC. Because when I worked for PLJ back in the early 90s in Manhattan, we were owned by Capital Cities ABC, and they required a drug testing. Okay, you had one more thing you want to say?
Yeah, I do have my medical marijuana card now, so I do smoke weed again. And as far as the dreams go, I always have vivid dreams, so I don't really notice the difference between them from when I was smoking and when I was not smoking.
Thanks for the call, Kay. This is 3 more calls quickly. Bill is in Spring Hill. Bill, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ. Hey, crew. How y'all doing? I love y'all.
Love you too.
But anyways, Yeah, that woman's full of hooey. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I've been smoking I'm 62 years old, and I smoke every single day.
Sounds like you just smoked before you called us.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Thank you for your honesty,
Thanks, Bill. All right,
Thank you, Bill.
Joy in Lakeland. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate you listening. Joy, hello.
Hi. Yes, so I think it's a bunch of bull, too. I'm also a holder of, I have a medical marijuana card, and I got it because I've been diagnosed with ADHD and anxiety, and I wanted to try something other than the drugs that I've been taking for years.
Like what? Like Adderall or Ritalin or?
Yes, like Adderall, which does have those withdrawal effects if I didn't take it on the weekends. And so I wanted to try something else, and I didn't know that there was different strands of marijuana. So yes, you have the one strand, the indica, which is it'll really mellow you out.
How about you ever tried Maui Wowie?
I actually have.
How about Cookie Kokomo?
No, not that one.
I just made that one up.
Yet.
Yeah.
But a sativa, there's a strand that gives you energy and helps to motivate. I mean, and you got to kind of trial and error with these things. But not all of the marijuana is just like it's not just you just sit there on the couch and you're unmotivated.
Are you calling BS on the influencer that shot that video?
I think she, if anything, she's convinced herself in her own head that maybe that's the case.
Or she's just trying to get web views. Joy, thank you for listening. And listen, Joy, thank you for finding joy on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, 104.7 FM. This is the real joy right here, folks. Thank you. All right.
That was awkward, Joy. I know.
My Joy. That was really weird. She's like my
Thanks for hanging in there with us, Joy.
Last call, and then Froggy. I know that you thought that the marijuana story is for you, but no, I really have an item for you. We have a follow-up to one of the greatest Froggy stories of all time.
All right.
Yep. And when I say greatest Froggy stories, this is one of the stories that Froggy totally connects with. And this story lit Froggy up, and we have like a finale coming. So hang on. Froggy's like racking his brain trying to figure out. Hey, Matthew in Tampa, last call. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just calling to comment. Couple things. I never really heard of any withdrawal symptoms until my cousin started smoking, and he's in Arizona, so I call BS. But it's possible you can get addicted to anything. But I know a pound definitely shouldn't be costing you $4,000.
Hold on, what do you think? What should a pound of marijuana cost you?
I mean, good stuff.
He was about to say good.
Hey, good edit, Matthew.
Oh man, you caught yourself.
Yeah, I forgot I was on the radio. It's about probably like 3,200 maybe.
I'm not way far off. I mean, a little better, higher quality than the dirt that you're smoking might be $4,000.
Hey Matthew, have a great day. Thanks for listening. All right, Froggy, if I were to say this is a story that you've become more engaged in over the last 6 months than like any other story.
Really?
Do you have any? Yes. And I also have an audio bite.
I'm engaged in every story you do.
No, this particular story.
Did it make me angry? Make me happy?
You were very vocal. Should I play the audio bite?
I guess, yeah.
We have an update on the story.
Okay.
Here is the audio bite.
We got weights and fit. There we
go.
Yes.
Out of here. This is the greatest. That was one of the best.
Well, I told you. Now, I'll play the audio again. These are the guys that got busted up in Ohio for rigging a fishing tournament. They put lead weights in fish to make them heavier so they would win the weigh-ins on all the fish.
A lot of lead weights.
Oh, my God. So they were discovered during the weigh-in.
We got weights and fit. There we go. Out of here.
Let the mob begin.
All right, it's unbelievable. All right, folks, I'll give you the update on the story next. You got to hear what's going on here on the cheating fisherman who apparently did it for years. Stand by. I'll get to it next. Also, We're 15 minutes away from the ticket window opening up. From 9 to 9:15, we'll tell you to call in. If you're the right number caller, you get to pick your ticket. Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins, all on the way here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. We got a third. We got weights and fish. Man, it was like a mob. It was like they were going to attack and kill those guys and gut them like a fish. You know, like they were going to get filleted.
We got weights and fish.
Those guys got real greedy. They must have been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, that was the deal. You got the MJ Morning Show. This is Q105. We've got the ticket window opening up in about 6 minutes. We're about 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock, and between 9 and 9:15, we'll tell you when to call in, what number caller to be, and if you're the right number caller, you win your ticket choice, which will be Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins. So stand by to call in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Yeah, these dudes, they apparently were doing this for a while because they were known to constantly win these fishing tournaments, and it looks like they are about to be sentenced. They pled guilty, these guys. So the latest is that the two fishermen that jammed their catches in a fishing tournament with lead weights, but they also jammed in fillets of other smaller fish. So they jammed weights and other fillets of fish.
I don't understand this tournament. Why are the fish dead when they come back to be weighed in? That's not how tournaments work.
Well, hang on. There's a lot of mystery stuff here. Listen to the details. So the law did catch up with these guys. They were discovered when they were caught cheating at this fishing tournament back in September. The men were caught. This became worldwide news, and it was a walleye tournament up in Ohio.
Walleye's pretty yummy.
Yeah, I've had walleye. So they were
hard to catch.
They were caught in the act, and they became this huge news sensation. And the tournament's organizer called them out. That's the guy that yells, "We got weights and fish." That's the tournament. That is the organizer that says this.
We got weights and fish. There we go.
It's like, wow, this 16-inch fish weighs 40 pounds. This is amazing.
That's how they were discovered. As they were handling the fish, they're like, wait a minute, this fish weighs more. If you're running a fishing tournament and you hold a fish, you know the size of the fish.
Dude, you could look at it and tell a weight and size. They know, they do it so much.
I mean, these guys are fish guys.
Yeah.
They can ballpark what a fish weighs.
Jacob Runyon, 43, and Chase Kaminsky, 36, they pleaded guilty to charges of cheating and unlawful ownership of wild animals, according to the Cuyahoga County, Ohio prosecutor. This plea...
I mean, are you okay? You need a sip of water?
No, I have this allergy thing, and when I breathe in cold air...
That's a perfect time to cough, right? Right in the dead space.
Just making me cough. All right, so Jacob Runyon is 43, Chase Kaminsky, 36. The prosecutor says this plea is the first step in teaching these crooks two basic life lessons. Thou shalt not steal, and crime does not pay.
Yeah.
Now, the two...
He's quoting the Bible and McGruff.
The two fishing fools here, this Runyon and Kaminsky, they were in the Lake Erie Walleye Trail Tournament in Cleveland. The first prize was $28,760.
It's a very specific amount.
For the fishermen who brought in the 5 largest fish. Now, these two guys... they apparently were on people's radar because they kept winning fishing tournaments, so they were known. But they were suspicious. They aroused suspicion even before the tournament because they had a history of just being successful in tournament after tournament. So how many tournaments did they cheat in? How much money did they pocket by jamming lead weights and other fish parts down the gullets of these fish that they were catching to make them weigh more?
They're like the known champions.
But also, exactly. But also, guess what? They never donated their catch to local food banks.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh,
well,
that gives it away. You can't.
It's full of weights and fillets. Yeah, sure.
Exactly. So most of the other fishermen would donate the catch to a local food bank. These guys never did. Why? Because if they donated their fish, when the fish got opened up, guess what? The chef at the food bank would say,
"We got weights and fish."
That's what he would.
How about you just not kill the fish? I don't understand it.
As the fish were being weighed, the tournament organizer recognized that the fish seemed to weigh more than expected, sliced them open, and 10 lead weights along with several walleye fillets were found in the fish. They were instructed to leave the tournament. The fishermen were growing angry. There was about to be an angry mob. They were about to be filleted themselves.
Yeah, just hearing this audio, I picture a bunch of guys with fire on a stake.
Pitchforks.
Yeah, pitchforks.
Yeah,
and
like Young Frankenstein or something.
coming after him.
Angry villagers with torches. So the Cleveland Metro Parks Police Department, they responded, and the Ohio Department of Natural Resources investigated the case. And guess what? They pled guilty to 1 count of cheating, a felony, 1 count of unlawful ownership of wild animals, a misdemeanor. They also forfeited their boat that was used in the competition. They will be sentenced on May 11th.
What kind of penalty are they looking at?
Death.
They could do time.
It's going to be death penalty in Ohio.
Are they going to get time?
They should.
You going to put them in Cuyahoga County Jail?
Yeah.
Do they take that stuff seriously?
I hear they serve a mean meatloaf in the Cuyahoga jail on Wednesdays.
Ironically, the fish suck.
The fish is
The fish tastes like
bad.
lead.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, it is 9 o'clock at the MJ Morning Show. If you'd like to set your clock, time at the tone is 9 o'clock. The Crap Watch never stops. You give us 22 minutes, and the MJ Morning Show will give you a whole lot of crap. All right, so it is 9 o'clock, and we just opened up the window. So between now and 9:15, we will give away tickets, your choice. Ticket window's open. We'll tell you what number caller to be sometime in the next 15 minutes. And if you're that caller, you get to pick between Duran Duran, Madonna, and Kenny Loggins. Pick your ticket here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Listen to this. Christopher Ambler. He packed a bottle of whiskey in his checked luggage on United. When he got home, a third of the whiskey was gone. What the hell?
I've done that.
And,
I packed whiskey
hey,
before.
Guess what? I just did it a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just came back from Scotland.
How'd you check your bag then?
We did check bags because.
Okay.
Hold on. We checked. Now,
wow.
Going to Scotland, we had no checked luggage. Coming back, we had checked luggage because we brought 2 big duffels of Chloe's back because, we're just helping Chloe lighten the load because Chloe has got, 2 more months in Scotland at St. Andrews, and then she's coming home. She did her whole junior year over there. But listen to this story. This guy bought some Scottish whiskey. This is $100 a barrel, single malt. It's the Glenmorangie. How do you say that? Glenmorangie, and it's a well-known Scottish whiskey.
$100 a bottle.
Glenfiddich or whatever.
No, Glenfiddich.
Oh, is that it?
No, Glenfiddich. There's a whole bunch of Glens up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Glenmorangie. You got Glenfiddich. I know how to pronounce that one. So this guy checks the bag, and you'd think that, hey, you check the bag, you put your liquor in the bag, you can't carry it on board. And the guy gets to the other end back in the United States, and a third of his whiskey is gone. So who drunk it? Who drank it? Drunk it? Who consumed it? Was it the security people? Was it, baggage handlers? How do they know?
Doesn't all luggage goes through its private TSA, even if you check it, right? They still put it through the scanners.
Well, here are the details. When you check a bag with an airline, the airline's responsible for it, though they aren't necessarily the only one that touches it. You may have to, who's gotten the TSA slips in luggage?
Yeah, I have. I've gotten it before.
They checked it?
Yeah,
They'll put a little, a leaflet in your thing. Hey, we searched your luggage, TSA, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stories about items being taken out of checked luggage. Hey, I had my scuba bag searched, and guess what? They dropped or they left out one of my scuba booties. I got them.
You lost a booty?
I lost a little booty. Because I needed a booty call because I lost my booty. I couldn't shake my booty. No, seriously. I had my scuba bag. I think I was on the way to Little Cayman. And it must have been at the TSA checkpoint. They opened it up. They took out stuff to look, and they dropped one of my Scuba Pro neoprene scuba booties. That sucked. You get to the other end and it's gone. I know it was there. I stick them in my fins.
Somebody's running around with one booty.
Yeah.
The fish were laughing at him.
Well,
who's this guy with one booty? Blub, blub, blub.
So this guy is, I guess, coming back from Scotland, United, and a third of his liquor was gone. So who was it? Security that opened the bottle, poured it in a glass for consumption. Like, hey, for my break, I'm going to drink some of this expensive, single malt Scottish whiskey.
We need to bomb test this, and I'm going to do a shot of it myself.
But that's awfully hard just to drink, right? You have to be like a diehard alcoholic, just have a big old glass and chug it back.
Yeah, and then,
of a neat whiskey? No way.
And then guess what? Then they stole a bottle of Jaeger out of some other customer's luggage, and then they did Jaeger bombs.
Yeah.
Bomb check.
I took a picture of myself. I was going to send it to you guys. I found some Jaeger on a plane I was on a couple weeks ago, and I was going to send it to you.
Hold on. What do you mean you found Jaeger on a plane you were on?
One of my friends had it with her. She's a flight attendant.
How did your friend have Jaeger on the airplane?
Okay.
How did they get on the airplane with Jaeger?
Why are you calling her out, bro?
Listen to her story.
Tell us the story.
The story was I was going to take a picture of myself. I did take a picture of myself. I was like, Doug, take a picture of me with this Jaeger. I'm going to send it to MJ right now, and I'm going to write #JaegerBomb. But then I was afraid that it was going to get intercepted.
I wouldn't put bomb in any kind of hashtag while you're on an airplane.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah, don't do that. But how did your friend get the Jaeger on the airplane?
Why do you have to ask so many questions?
She's a flight attendant, she said, right?
She smuggled it the old-fashioned way.
That's what I want to know. And listen, I like Jaeger. Jaeger gets a bad rap. Jaeger is a very complex, delicious liqueur.
Very complex, huh?
Now,
Yeah,
Fester.
I thought that back in college.
Frat guy's favorite drink.
This is so complex. Put it on ice and suck it up.
I brought back 2 bottles of whiskey from Scotland. Did I bring back Scottish whiskey? I did not. And Fester's on my Instagram right now because Michelle and I went to visit Chloe in Scotland. We flew to Edinburgh and back, and then we drove up to St. Andrews. In Edinburgh, they got the whiskey stores all over Edinburgh, mostly Scottish whiskey, obviously, but they do have stores that have American whiskey, and I always look and see if they have any of the hard-to-find American whiskeys. So I go into this on the Royal Mile right in Edinburgh. I walk into a whiskey store. It's only a couple of doors down from the hotel we were staying. And sure enough, they had 2 bottles of Michter's 10-year straight rye.
It's on discount because it's the American crap.
And the price was better than buying it in the U.S. So I bought 2 bottles. And luckily, we were checking luggage on the way home because we took 2 big duffels of Chloe's full of clothes. So I jammed my Michter's 10-year straight rye into the duffels. But that was a concern. Are these things going to get ripped off? You've also had baggage handlers at various airports that have been involved in organized theft. I think at JFK a number of years ago, wasn't a famous rapper's jewelry stolen?
Lil' Kim
was
had
it
all kinds of jewelry stolen.
Stolen. I think it was at JFK, and it was part of this organized baggage theft scam that was busted at JFK. But I brought back these 2 bottles of Michter's, which are very difficult to find in the United States, and the prices are very high. And I bought them cheaper over there than buying them here. So I thought it was fantastic. Did you see by the way, it's 9:08, so I've got 7 more minutes. I got 7 more minutes for the MJ Morning Show ticket window. So stand by to call in. I'll give you the cue in just minutes. Did you see how many additional electric scooters have now been removed from the Hillsborough River?
I mean, this story will never get old to me.
As I'm driving, and scooter time is more nighttime, right?
It depends. I mean, people are downtown all day.
Yeah.
As I went downtown last night, I dropped Michelle and Julian off at Whiting and Morgan so they could walk to the Amalie Arena for the Eagles last night, and then I picked them up a little after 11 o'clock. And, driving down, going down Kennedy, passing near UT, man, those scooters are just littered everywhere. I don't think it's a good look. You got scooters, they're standing up, they're lying down, they're all over the place. And it's like, my God. I mean, who thinks it's a good idea to have all these things just littered and dumped all over the streets?
Every city in America.
I don't. I think it blows. And 29 additional scooters have now been removed. If you add up all of these scooters, and also the e-bikes are getting chucked in the water as well.
What's the matter with people?
But if you add up, I know for a fact that since we've been back on the air, since October of 2020, that we've done multiple stories about the Hillsborough River cleanups. And if we add up all the scooters that have been pulled out already, it's over 100 scooters.
Easily.
Easily over 100 scooters have been removed from the Hillsborough River that people just chuck over into the water. So the latest now is, I guess, Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful. They have their second annual river cleanup, and they collected 40 traffic cones and 29 electric scooters and 5 bikes were taken out of the Hillsborough River. I'm sorry. If I were the mayor, I would cancel this whole, scooters littering the roadways everywhere and sidewalks.
No way. I'd have like the scooter throwing Aqua Olympics.
Well,
do it right at Julian B. Lane Park. Have people like the shot put only with the scooters and see how far they could launch it. Have a first prize. Be great.
That would be cool.
I'd do it.
There would be lawsuits that come out of that.
We have a local story here. Well, Plant City, which I consider very local. Michelle and I and Julian, we were just in Plant City last weekend enjoying the Fred's Marketplace Restaurant Buffet. Amazing fried chicken and all the other accoutrements. Well,
so do you think this is real?
I don't think Fred's Southern Market calls it accoutrement. Okay? I think they call it vittles. Okay? You had Southern fried chicken and other vittles, but not or whatever word you said in whatever godforsaken language that is.
So, Roxanne, you think that this Plant City story is fake?
I don't know. It seems like they're just, look at how many hits they got, and it's so over the top.
What happened in Plant City?
Well, a groom used language which some are calling vulgar during the wedding vows, and the video has gone viral. So the question is, was this really organic and natural, or was this kind of staged, to get a ton of hits? You haven't heard the audio yet, have you?
I haven't.
Michael, the groom, Destiny, the bride.
That's a winner.
Had a wedding in Plant City. And apparently the guests were a wee bit shocked during the ceremony because of some of the references that were made. Andrew, did we do any censoring of this audio, or no censoring at all?
Oh boy.
Nothing? Andrew, you can speak. You don't have to be a mute in there. Your microphone is on.
Yes, I told you I did not censor it.
Okay, so
let it go.
It is not censored.
Does it break any FCC violations?
I don't think. Well, no FCC violations.
Okay.
Maybe some decorum.
Yeah.
But no FCC violations.
Send me a warning.
So
letter.
allegedly, this is during a wedding ceremony in Plant City. Listen.
Only 2 things are required to keep me happy: keep my belly full and my balls empty. So you're amazing at half of it. We really need to get you some cooking lessons. Even when my belly isn't full, there is no one I could ever love more in this lifetime, unless I actually get a chance to meet Margot Robbie. Since the beginning, I was always told life gets even better when the kids fall asleep and you tell me to come to the bedroom. Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming.
Michael.
P.S.
Michael.
That's his mom. That's his mom.
Oh, man, that sounded like my mom when I was a kid. Oh, that freaked me out.
Michael. Do you think this is real?
I think it's real. And
How could you possibly be that dumb to say that?
I think he thought it was funny in the moment. I don't know if it's going to hold up well.
Is he a sex addict?
Yeah.
Oh, my belly full.
Michael and Destiny. Here's the rest of it.
You're so good at making decisions, like marrying me. You can choose whether tonight's going to end with being a toaster strudel or a Twinkie.
Oh!
I didn't get that.
Okay.
What?
Rock, I'll draw you a picture
Okay,
later, Roxanne.
please.
Let's keep going. I know everything about pastry references.
See,
Think about the toaster strudel and where the cream
okay,
is.
never mind.
All right, here we go.
I got it.
Somebody's loving it.
Well, some people are laughing
I'd
here.
be laughing too.
That one, that I've never heard that toaster strudel Twinkie joke ever.
I hear.
I'm gonna
That's
steal
good.
that.
That's good.
Alrighty. Being that I am his mom, I will deal with him later. He is grounded. By all means.
Oh,
See,
mommy.
That's what kind of the mom
Why is
being
his
right
mom-
there.
So you think
she
that
was
adds-
officiating? She was officiating the ceremony.
Yeah. Do you think that adds credibility? That
It's a ruse. That it's.
Oh, no. Do you think it adds credibility that it is real, or you still think it's kind of a staged ruse?
I think
pretty
his-
real.
I don't know. I think his mom chiming in at the end there, that made it sound less real to me. I don't know.
Her Michael was
No
so
way.
real sounding to me when she goes, Michael.
The
That's-
mom.
Like, I've
That
heard that my
sounded-
whole life.
The
That
mom
sounded pretty
sold
real.
it. The mom at the end awkwardly having to say something like,
Okay.
I'll ground him later.
All right,
Maybe
it's
real.
9:15. Let me. I got to give away the ticket. So hold on. You can continue to comment in a second. All right. So let's open up the ticket window right now. We'll go with caller 25 800-990-1047. I'm getting this in right before 9:15. Caller 25 800-990-1047. Caller 25. You get to pick your ticket right now. Duran Duran, Madonna, or Kenny Loggins. Caller 25. Good luck. 800-990-1047. Good luck from the MJ Morning Show. Okay, you can continue commentary.
That guy's really had some filthy material.
Hey,
Really dirty stuff.
And he really delivered it so straight.
Hey, but none of that was an FCC violation.
none of it.
No, it
None of
wasn't.
none of it.
It was just very descriptive.
You can talk about anything in the pastry aisle, and the FCC's like, that's fine. Nothing.
I prefer a Twinkie over a toaster strudel, really.
Dude, no way.
Speaking of pastries or cookies, confectionery treats, Festa, was it a reason why you sent me the Oreo blackout cake flavor Oreo?
I've never had a blackout Oreo.
But clearly this caught your attention because you sent me the story.
This has my undivided attention. I want to know where I can get it, and how soon can I jam it in my face?
Well, first of all, have you seen how many different Oreo flavors are on the aisles? Yeah, I got to be honest. Did we really need to go beyond the traditional Oreo? When it comes down to it, was double stuff even
Oh,
necessary?
shut up. Double stuff is the standard.
Now, when I was a kid, I made sextuple stuff.
Oh, that sounds kinky.
We used to
Keep
take
that to yourself.
my brother and I.
You mean times 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
sextuple and Oreos.
or even more. My brother and I, when when double stuff came out, we would take the cream filling out of the double stuff and we would stack it.
Guys, wait.
I think I had one cookie that might have been like 10 inches high with with just the filling. With the cookies on either end.
Are we really talking about cookies? Or are we still doing baked goods analogies for sex?
I'm not. I just told the story about Plant City.
Okay, just making
Oh,
sure.
do you have an analogy? It sounds like you're itching.
Trying to make a double stuff joke, Roxanne?
It sounds like you're itching to deliver some pastry joke.
No. We just went too quickly from that subject to this subject. I didn't know if it was euphemisms.
Do you have something?
No, I don't. I just didn't know if that's what you were doing right now.
What? It's Oreo blackout cake.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of joke she's thinking we're trying to make, but Roxanne, I'm offended.
What are you getting at?
No, what I was all the double stuff and
what does that mean?
I don't know. It just sounded perverse. But
I'm starving.
I didn't know that Twinkies and strudel was perverted, but now it is.
I legitimately segued into Fester
and sextuples. That's really what put me on the sex thing.
Sex stuff. And
yeah.
Unintentional. I was just trying to think of a number that describes a whole lot of double stuff piled on top of each other.
I went to the Oreo website, and they have so many flavors.
It's too many. It's ridiculous.
Oh, red velvet Oreo?
So Fester now sends me a story about how Oreo's now unveiled the new blackout cake cookie.
I'm all for it. The chocolate filling chocolate cookie.
They've never had chocolate filling before? Give me a break.
It's a different kind.
Hi, good morning. MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
It's Raphael.
Raphael. My name's MJ. I got Roxanne, Fester, and Froggy here. Raphael, why are you calling the MJ Morning Show right now?
I'm calling you for the tickets.
Raphael, you are caller 25. You win.
Excellent. That's amazing.
The question, Raphael, is what are you going to choose? You're going to choose Duran Duran, June 17th at Amalie. You're going to choose Madonna, September 7th at Amalie, or Kenny Loggins, September 16th at the Sound in Clearwater. Which ticket do you want? Pick it.
Well, I'm hoping that the bride will be happy with what she wanted to do, which is Madonna.
You got it! Raphael, congratulations. So you're saying that your wife wanted Madonna. Is that correct?
Correct.
Well, hopefully she is happy. If that's what she wants, that's what she gets. You're going to see Madonna, Raphael.
Thank you.
What, your wife doesn't like Kenny Loggins?
She might. She no.
I think Madonna's hey, Raphael, I think Madonna's a lovely pick.
Yeah, it was between Duran Duran and Madonna, but I think Madonna will take it.
You're in. All right, hold on, Raphael. Andrew, our producer, is going to pick up from the booth, get all your information, and congratulations. Raphael, thank you. I appreciate you listening to the MJ Morning Show.
A pleasure. Thank you.
Hold on a sec. Andrew, he's on line 2. So grab that sucker.
MJ, there's a video that's going to be going viral the next day, I bet.
You're talking about the alligator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just posted it on their Facebook page an hour ago, and I've watched it 50 times already.
I have the story here. So in my pile, I have the Tampa PD, and they're running with Wally Gator. Was this like in Hyde Park or something?
Kathleen Street in North Howard?
Yeah, North Howard and Kathleen. Hold on to that thought. The story's going to go viral. I'm sure it's going to be picked up by all the cable news channels, and it'll be circulating all over the place. And it is in my pile. So I was about to get to it, and now the video's been released of Tampa PD wrestling a gator in the road here in Tampa. All right, hold on. That and a lot more. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show, which I'm telling you right now that the next segment, it always is the best of the morning. The last segment of the show, number one, hands down, the best content of the day. Next on the MJ Morning Show, right here on Q105. If your carpets are just... MJ Morning Show on Q105. Good morning to Jack Harris. Jack Harris, Tampa Bay radio legend. Jack could be listening to us right now. Sometimes he does. 9:31 at the MJ Morning Show. Oh, remind me, we got to get to the Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian stuff. We don't do a lot of Kardashian material. I've been fed up with them for a long time. I'm not into all their shenanigans and all the forced social media influencing. But there are a couple of things I want to comment on in just a bit. First, though, TPD going to make the national news on this, no doubt about it, as Tampa police wrangled a gator this morning near West Kathleen Street and North Howard. Now, this is way up, right? This is up in, West Tampa, Fester?
Yeah, it's a block north of Columbus. So it's well north of the interstate. It's well north of Hyde Park area.
Very hot area. The gator must be really cool and hip.
So TPD,
Columbus Avenue?
The hottest of areas.
Columbus Avenue is where you're hanging out?
They had to deal with a 9-foot alligator just out for a little walk.
This gator's salty, too, man. He's not having any of this.
This was a little after 1 o'clock this morning. TPD, they were kind of trying to corral the gator. Look.
This gator's not having it, dude.
But look, they got the yellow police tape out. Well, wait a sec. Is the are they hoping the gator is going to, respect the police line?
I think they tried to connect the police tape to the gator. Look.
Aren't they supposed to?
Here's the police tape on the ground, and the officer's holding it.
Were they trying to use the police tape to tape the snout?
They're supposed to tape their eyes closed and the snout.
Yeah, because look, there's a police tape around the top of it.
I can't believe that an actual TPD officer got on top of the gator.
Wow,
and then they get duct tape, and of course, duct tape's good for everything. So then they duct tape the gator. The video is tremendous. All right, hang on.
I got to rewind this.
Roll the audio back. Andrew, do me a favor. Grab this video from the TPD Facebook page. We got to put this up. We'll have it up momentarily.
This is a post.
Write a story. Hurry up. This is good for 37 hits.
Chop.
All right. Now, 37 clicks right here. Boom. Okay. We'll put the video up on mjmorningshow.com. We'll stick this on the videos mentioned on the MJ Morning Show. But did you see one of the TPD cops gets on the back of the gator to then try to tape the mouth? I'd roll the audio here. This is crazy. And then, did you see the gator whip its tail? You got to be careful. Watch out. Oh, man. Those gator tail whips, those can be really dangerous. And then one of the TPD cops is on the gator's back.
No gloves, nothing.
Holding the mouth shut while they take duct tape and wrap it around the gator's snout. And you got to be careful because those tails on gators, they will snap your teeth out of your mouth if they hit you with that thing. And then they're loading it up into, did they finally get a trapper out there? Was that?
It looks like a trapper's vehicle. That's not a police vehicle.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a police truck. It looks like just a trapper pickup truck with a camper shell on the back with a topper.
There's a big chubby guy running around in a T-shirt helping the cops.
That must be the trapper.
That's the trapper.
That's Trapper John, M.D. It was right there in West Tampa this morning.
Man, Chief Bear Claw must be really proud of these guys.
Well, obviously, it's going to make the news. I want to know which TPD cop jumped on the back of the gator. That takes some cojones, man.
He must be experienced.
Yeah, Tampa Police Department. Do they teach that at the academy? Because it sounds like something they should know. I mean, this is Florida.
He might have worked for FWC for a while and dealt with a lot of them.
A lot of gators.
Yeah, buddy.
Quite possibly. I mentioned the Kardashians, and I'm always reluctant. Excuse me. I'm always reluctant to deal with the Kardashians, but two things. Did you see the picture of Kim Kardashian with her gigantic butt right at the camera with the butt floss going on with the string bikini?
That thing has to be fake.
Well, and that's what people are saying. Come on. Is this photoshopped?
I'm saying she must have like a butt lift or a Brazilian butt implant or something.
Well, listen.
A whole South American butt lift.
She's got the entire continent of South America jammed in there is what's going on.
It's just, it's too big. It's too much. Too much. I mean, I can handle it, but it's too much to handle.
Have you seen these photos, Roxanne?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Her butt is giant.
I don't know how you get it like that. I mean,
it's cartoonish.
Right.
It's like a cartoon butt.
How does anything? Never mind.
I'm not mad at it.
I don't see how it works.
It's all over the place. If you want to see Kim Kardashian's butt, just do a Google search for Kim Kardashian bikini beach booty on the beach, and the story will come up. But
you know how when women get their boobs done really, really big, and you wonder like, oh, is it heavy on your shoulders to carry those around? Does it? Because it does. It hurts
think it is,
with your bra straps. Yeah. I wonder if the butt is the same way. Does it just feel like you got a big caboose? You got to
Constantly pulling down your lower back.
Yes.
But it just looks so unnatural. It looks even photoshopped, to be quite honest.
Yeah, it doesn't look normal.
And then the other story is this Kourtney Kardashian, one of these other Kardashian things, and she did a photo shoot in the bathtub, in the bathroom, and she's got all kinds of food on plates all around the tub. That seems really sanitary.
You've never eaten in the bathroom?
No, I'm like, what am I going to eat in the bathroom? Only thing from the bathroom that goes in my mouth is my toothpaste.
Dude, hot dogs, sloppy joes, Snickers bars, ice cream,
Get out of
spaghetti.
You haven't eaten those things in the bathroom.
Not all at once, but over time.
You're probably you know what? Fester's probably a toilet eater too.
Isn't that so gross? One time, one of my daughters, I forgot which one, she wandered in there with like a fruit roll-up or something. She was going to go, she had to go to the bathroom, and she had a fruit roll-up in her hand.
Everything
And I was like,
sticks to the fruit roll-up.
yeah, and I'm like, girl, the bathrooms are for what comes out, not what goes in.
All right, I don't need that. I don't need that either, Roxanne.
That's just efficient time management.
But listen to this. So Khloe Kardashian, she's got this Instagram photo shoot, and her tiled floor in her bathroom is covered with plates full of chicken tenders, fruit, and desserts. There's a half-eaten burger placed on her toilet seat next to a glass of water.
All right.
A bag of chips is underneath a dirty towel nestled next to the Kardashian tub. This is gross.
I don't want a duty burger.
I drink wine in the bathroom.
Well, listen, if you're sitting in your tub.
Yeah. Or
If you
in
got
the
a-
shower.
How can you drink wine in the shower?
I do it all the time.
Very careful.
Oh, come on.
They make wine holders for
Yeah.
showers, wine glass holders.
Yeah, it's
This is a staged photo.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
Everything's
yeah.
staged.
No, it's staged, but it's gross though. It's
to make people think that I eat on the toilet.
Yeah, she didn't eat any of this stuff. This is all photo prop stuff.
Yeah, it looks like.
You come to my house, you'll see real food on the toilet.
It looks like.
not staged.
Got a West Shore pizza box on the top tank.
Speaking of celebrities, this is clearly a stunt, but somebody is trying to sell Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.'s chewed gum for $40,000.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's on eBay. It's a piece of gum that apparently Robert Downey Jr. chewed. eBay user has it up for auction, claims that they got a hold of Robert Downey Jr.'s used gum when he appeared at Jon Favreau's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony where he got his star last month. The eBay listing has a starting bid for Robert Downey Jr.'s chewed gum at $40,147.47. Huh. So that's the starting bid. Yeah, the auction's going to end on April 1st. Oh, on April Fool's Day. Come on, no one is paying $41,000 for already been chewed gum. Remember ABC gum?
ABC gum,
Yeah.
that's right. I don't want anything from Downey Jr.
That's the only gum I eat.
Is ABC gum?
Yeah, I got to get somebody to work it out for me first. Work the flavor out.
You like that bland,
Yeah.
just a non-flavorful gum, one with the flavor's already been all chewed out? That's the gum you like?
Like fruit stripe gum. You just chew it for me for about 20 seconds, then hand it over.
You know what? That was the problem with fruit stripe gum.
Yeah, we did the experiment, remember?
Yeah, that fruit is gone.
12 seconds it was.
It was so fast that the flavor in fruit stripe gum it disappears. It's like a ghost just disappears.
It's a real scam.
Yeah. Do they still sell fruit stripe gum?
Oh yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that in a long, long time.
I'll buy some. We could
Hey.
we could time it.
MJ, I just got a text message. Roxanne, can you please write happy birthday to Linda?
Oh,
but that's been banned, right?
Yeah.
Didn't the Grinch Who Stole Birthdays ban that? Who was that who banned that again? Didn't some curmudgeon listener or something write you and say they hated it? Tell me about that.
I've had numerous people just say that
Numerous
you're
people.
distracting the MJ.
Legions of viewers are so distracted they can't listen to you talk and watch me hold up a sign. I believe that possibly 2 people reached out to you, and they probably have very, very bad feelings about Easter and the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and Christmas and anything happy in life if they don't like a happy birthday sign.
It's true.
Did you see the guy that stole a California Highway Patrol car and then jumped out of it at 70 miles an hour?
And then he just bashed his head open immediately.
Oh, my God.
What was that guy thinking was going to happen?
Fester, have you seen this? Andrew, did we get the video up on our website? It is up? All right. Go to mjmorningshow.com and videos mentioned on the show. The video link is up. And was it Fox 11 in L.A.? Was it Fox 11? They were covering this live. This maniac stole a California Highway Patrol cruiser. And this, Fester, hold on. Just go ahead and...
it's a 7-minute long clip. I don't know when he jumps out.
Yeah, well...
how about you just go to the end?
Yeah, let me find when he jumps out. You keep talking.
Yeah, so it's very easy.
I know what he did. I already watched.
This is insane, but he stole Dude steals a California Highway Patrol cruiser. What is that, like a Dodge Charger, it looks like?
Yeah, what was take it from Punch? Or Baker?
No, they drove they drove motorcycles, guys. All right, watch it. Listen.
Stu, what's going on? He's jumping out of the car. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. He just bailed out of the car, out of a moving car. Look, it just crashed into the light pole. Oh my goodness.
That never happens when we're watching.
All right, hit pause. Hit pause a second.
Pause.
All right. So the chopper for Fox 11 in L.A., they're following the thing. The dude is in a California Highway Patrol black and white. He stole a totally marked police car from the California, and the guy jumps out of the car. The chopper says he was going about 70 miles an hour.
Oh, man.
All right, roll it back a little bit. And then the anchors, I think they had it in delay, and then they start blurring the screen. So they're still showing the shot from the chopper, but they start blurring the screen so you can't see what's going on. All right, roll it again. Listen.
A traffic stop, and then the person jumped in and took off. It's not unusual for the officer to leave the car running when they are at a traffic stop.
All right, so this is obviously somebody that's on the phone talking about it. Listen.
Not that unusual. Let's say it's very unusual.
He's all over the road. He's driving across the double yellow line.
The door's open now.
He opens the door. Listen.
Dennis, I want to bring back Stu. Stu, what's going on? He's jumping out of the car. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. He just bailed out of the car, out of a moving car. Look, it just crashed into the light pole. Oh, my goodness.
And then he gets up and tries to move.
No,
he doesn't. That's somebody else.
He was knocked out.
No, I'm sorry. Somebody went to check on him. I'm sorry.
Because we don't exactly know what's going on, but he just bailed going about 70 miles an hour.
He jumped out of that vehicle at about 70 miles an hour,
leaving
that vehicle to go on its own. It hit that power line right there. They do have power lines down. We haven't seen any sparking or arcing. Officers from California Highway Patrol getting him out of the roadway. That was not a malicious act. They were getting him out of the roadway as quickly as possible. They're going to be rendering aid. You can see that right there. But this suspect clearly had some issues this afternoon.
Oh, you think so? I mean, absolutely nuts. The guy didn't make it.
I wonder what that did to his head.
Well, the guy, he hit his head. Then the car keeps going and smashes through a power line pole, knocks the whole pole out of the ground, and the guy didn't make it. Apparently, some reports where he had emotional problems and was suicidal. Well, if that's what his goal was, he certainly achieved that. Just absolutely crazy video. If you want to see it, go to mjmorningshow.com and look for videos mentioned on the show and click on it and take a look. I didn't get to this. I didn't get to this. I didn't get to... I guess we got a lot of stuff for tomorrow. As always. Any last words from my compatriots here? Roxanne,
No.
Fester, Froggy, any final words here on a Wednesday?
Never call me a compatriot again.
Well, thank you very much. We will do the MJ Morning Show Pick Your Ticket. The ticket window will open up again tomorrow. And I think that's going to do it. I think we'll call it a wrap here on the MJ Morning Show. Website is loaded. please go to our website and just click on everything. If we don't have enough clicks by the end of the month, we're going to be fired.
Ugh.
Yep. Here on the MJ Morning Show. Go to mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. Folks, have a fantastic day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.